And tonight in West Valley, they open their season. For the Bulldogs, they're 1-1. We'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, Furniture Exchange, Sandpoint Motor, Electrocraft, and also Sandpoint Discount Warehouse Market. We're going to be right back to talk to Bill Barlow right after this. With me is Coach Bill Barlow. And Bill, tonight West Valley, they open their season. Is that a difficult task for them, or would you say it's an advantage for you?
Well, under normal circumstances, I think it would be an advantage for any team that has 3 games playing a team that's their opener. I think this year the circumstances may be a little bit more strained. They are a team that's steeped in great tradition. They have a good, fine coaching staff and some good quality size and good athletes in this program. So I think that there are some factors that take the experience that we have kind of out of the picture right now. So I look for a real good battle this evening, and we're excited about playing a quality team.
You're plagued with injuries. Can you tell me who will not be here tonight?
Well, we've got several kids that are out of the lineup and hurt. Of course, number one in our minds would be the quarterback, Plaster. We have Jim Patterson, a punt returner and split receiver, who won't be with us tonight. We have a center, Matt McNulty, who won't be with us tonight. We have a starting corner, Darren Van Horn, and a split receiver at times, who is not suited also. And, of course, we have our 2 sophomore backs, Eric Becker and Dave Hall, who unfortunately suffered that mishap last week, and they will be missed extremely.
Is it hard to build up the kids' morale when there's that many kids out, or how do you feel about tonight's game with the kids?
Well, I think that's something we have no control over, and the kids realize that, and we try not to stress the negatives. And those kids that aren't with us certainly know that our hearts are with them, but we have to move on and prepare to play this game tonight.
Well, Bill, we know you want to be with your team, so best of luck for tonight's game.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill. We're talking to Coach Bill Barlow of the Sandpoint Bulldogs. They're 1-1 on the season going into Game 3. West Valley, of course, it's their opener. We're going to be back. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to West Valley. And well, we have strong wind conditions tonight. A little bit of an overcast sky. Maybe the possibility of some rain, and I'm sure you can hear the wind in the background. As we're probably going to have that problem all night long. We're located on the roof of West Valley, so we're right out in the wide open. Right now you're looking at the captains on the field for West Valley and Sandpoint. And Sandpoint hurting tonight, as you've seen in the interview with Coach Barlow. Quite a few players out for them. You're looking at numbers 75 and 46. We'll pick their numbers up and names here as soon as I can locate my programs. I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight: Electrocraft, Sandpoint Discount Warehouse Market, Furniture Exchange, and Sandpoint Motor. Number 75 for the Eagles of West Valley, Gary Robb, senior, 6'2", 220. And number 46, a running back, is Tom Gannon. He's a senior, 6-footer, 192-pounder, and we're also going to put up with the band tonight. So hopefully through all this you'll be able to hear me. We'll see. Number 74 for the Bulldogs is John Nemi, and number 51, captains tonight, 51. Again, I'm looking here, is Lance Wigden. We hope we have the right numbers tonight. We're going to double check all this as there has been some changes for the Bulldogs tonight. And now the Bulldogs coming out onto the field. And we're getting close to starting. Tom Wright will be in the booth filming tonight, along with Jake Roop will be helping us out. Learning to do a little camera work, and hopefully soon we may have 2 cameras on the field. Pretty good crowd from West Valley here tonight.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Ward Miller Field, home of the West Valley Eagles.
Tell you about the loudspeaker.
Tonight, the Eagles will open its 1986 football season, hosting the Sandpoint Bulldogs. At this time, I will introduce the starting offensive lineup for Sandpoint. At the center position, 160-pound senior, number 63, Brian Holinka.
So Brian Holinka starting at center.
At the left guard position, 175-pound senior, number 65, Brian Porter.
I hope you can hear the loudspeaker.
At the right
Brian
guard position, 160-pound junior, number 53, Scott Anderson.
53, Scott Anderson starting right
At the left
guard.
tackle position, 195-pound senior, number 72, Doug Marks. At the other tackle position, 195-pound junior, number 74, John Mooney. At the tight end position, 195-pound junior, number 85, Todd Brannigan. At the left halfback, 165-pound junior, number 33, Lynn Plaster. At the right halfback position, 155-pound senior, number 32, James Malcolm. At the flanker position, 165-pound junior, number 41, Tom Russ. At the split end position, 135-pound junior, number 1, Chad Childers. And the quarterback for the Sandpoint Bulldogs, weighing 160-pound sophomore, number 10, Jay Vandenberg. Head coach of the Sandpoint Bulldogs, Bill Barlow.
Well, that was hard to compete with, so we'll just let them give the starting lineup for the West Valley Eagles also. Loudspeakers are right in front of us. It's the only position we could get at with the wind, the band, and the West Valley fans and the
And
lights.
now introducing the starting defensive lineup for the West Valley Eagles. At the tackle position, weighing 220-pound senior, number 75, Rob Gayle. At the other tackle position, weighing 221 pounds, junior, number 72, Tim Henshaw. At the end position, weighing 201 pounds, number 67, Matt Lightner. At the other end position, weighing 212 pounds, senior, number 76, Sean Moore. At the inside linebacker position, weighing 180 pounds, number 22, Roy Crocker. At the other inside linebacker position, weighing 195 pounds, number 90, Brian Shea. At the outside linebacker position, weighing 174 pounds, the junior, number 42, Steve Lepsack. Also at the outside linebacker position, weighing 192 pounds, senior, number 46, Tom Gannon. At the cornerback position, weighing 168 pounds, senior, number 45, Mike Madden. At the other corner position, weighing 140 pounds, senior, number 88, Tom Moffett. And at the free safety position, weighing 156 pounds, junior, number 32, Richard Hope.
And that's the starting lineup for West Valley. We have a lot of things to compete here with tonight.
Head coach of the West Valley Eagles, Steve Kent, assisted by Jim Fisk, Steve Lawler, Mike Blauer, Ken Kirby, and Dave Griffith. At this time, would you please stand and join the West Valley High School Band under the direction of Dave Weatherhead in our national anthem.
competition from a railroad train going by there, or train, I guess it was. Well, this is going to be full. How the wind's blowing here, it's blowing strong. And the Bulldogs will be kicking into the wind the first period of play. 16, well, I think there's more than that now. Yeah, a lot more than that. There's 5 or 6 players out of the lineup tonight. And we'll tell you about them here pretty quick. As my man Gayle is not here with me right now. I don't think 2 of us would have a chance to talk tonight anyway, between the wind and
Jim Patterson will be kicking off for
speaker, which you
Sandpoint.
can hear now. So we're just about ready to get underway. As number 9 tonight for
Tom
Bulldogs.
Moffett and Tom Gannon will be deep receiving
Should
for West
be
Valley.
Jim Patterson, but he will be out of the game tonight. Number 9 will be Dave Thornton kicking off for the Bulldogs.
Good enough, good enough.
As long as we don't fall through it.
And there's the kick. Nice kick. It'll go back into the end zone. So a good kick in there. But Dave Thornton will bring it out to the 20-yard line.
Ball will be
West
marked out
Valley will take
at the
over.
20-yard line. First down and
First down
10 for
tonight.
the Eagles.
We're going to try to find a blanket, cover that loudspeaker up. $5 to the first person that does it.
The Eagles lineup. Let's flip it up.
Number 18, Paul Chavez, a quarterback for the Eagles.
So just underway as the Eagles, big hole on the right side and picking up
Number 36, Tom Gannon, the ball carrier for West Valley.
Probably just should let the loudspeaker tell you because I'm going to have to compete with him every time.
On the tackle for Sandpoint, number 14, Scott Porter.
Now, I'll just pick it up from him then. Save me a lot of
Pick
trouble.
up a 8 on that play. That'll bring up second down.
Anderson.
Ball marked just at West
Made the
Valley's
tackle.
28-yard line.
They're going to do regular play-by-play tonight, so maybe we'll just listen to them. As, oh boy, big hole up the middle, and finally brought down by Len Plaster as the Eagles bring it out to midfield. Almost there at their
Number 35,
46-yard
Mike
line.
Madden on the carry.
Big gain on
And
the
on the
play.
top for the Bulldogs, number 33, Len Plaster. First down, 10
I got
for the
somebody in here
Eagles.
to help me tonight, maybe.
Ball marked at the 35-yard line. A pickup of 17 yards.
There's the quarterback tonight.
45, huh?
Go to say something, the loudspeaker interrupts us as quarterback will keep it on that. Number 18, Paul Chavez.
Keeping the ball is the quarterback, Paul Chavez. Pickup of 3 on the play. That'll bring up second down and 7 for West Valley.
So
Ball
down
marked
7
just
for West Valley. I'm going to go ahead and try to talk over
37-yard
him.
line.
I don't know if I'm going to have any luck at this or not. It'll bring up second and 6, just underway, first period of play, 10:37. We're on top of the roof at West Valley, competing with the loudspeaker, rain, well, not rain yet, but wind, and the band. As Chavez pitches in the backfield and getting some good running room out to first down area. Over midfield down to about the 44-yard line.
That was a nice pitch out there by Mike Madden to carry the ball. I think it's the first down.
Once again on the carrier, Mike Madden.
Hi, Glenn.
Hey, Larry, how are you doing this evening?
Good.
Bring your warm clothes, did you? Oh, we have a flag on the plane, huh?
So we'll wait and see who it's against. I'm sitting in a chair behind the camera. And probably 1 foot behind me would be a step off of the
Penalty
25-foot
marked
drop.
off
So
against
penalty
West
will be
Valley.
against West Valley, and it's going to move them all the way back to their own 33-yard line. And I believe we had a personal foul.
Flipping charge against West Valley.
Second and 22, first and 22. What do you think?
Second and
Ball
22.
marked at the 32-yard line.
So a big break for the Bulldogs.
Nope.
Chavez pitches in the backfield, almost a fumble, and the Bulldogs right in there to bring him down. I believe that's Anderson.
Tom Gannon on the carry
Bulldogs.
for the Eagles. And on the stop for Sandpoint, number
Anderson with
49.
the tackle.
Check that, number 41, Tom Russ.
Now, if you hear the speaker in front of me call Sandpoint's names wrong. They are calling it wrong and not me because there's a lot of number changes just before kickoff
down and 20 for the Eagles.
And Mike Hagedon give me the correct one, so we have it. 9:42 left to go. Eagles after a big penalty facing a 3rd and 20. As you can hear that wind really whipping up now as we are getting some strong gusts through here. Chavez back to pass and well overthrows his man. And I'm sure he's going to have problems with that in the first and third quarter. Of course, the Bulldogs will face the same problem in the 2nd and 4th. Of course, the wind is changing a lot. It's not just blowing one way.
Tough situation kicking 4 and 20. 4th down, 20 yards to go. He's going to kick into the wind. We'll see what kind of...
Great for the Bulldogs, though. That's the way we like it. Of course, Glenn, you're from Spokane, but tonight...
Chad Childer deep receiving for Sandpoint.
And Gayle was supposed to be here, but he hasn't shown up. Good kick and all. It's going to get a Bulldog, went out about the 34-yard line. In that wind, not a bad kick for the West Valley Eagles.
With the wind against their backs.
Yeah, a little bit.
So the Bulldogs will have their first offensive chance here tonight from their own 34-yard line, and a big penalty against West Valley set that up for the Bulldogs as West Valley had moved it into their territory, but the penalty brought it all the way back to the 34.
Number 10,
after 2 plays, forced the punt. As Vandenberg made a nice pass for 41. Tom Ross right his hands, but he couldn't hang on to it. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Very catchable ball. It's always nice to start on a good note like that, so that hitting the guy in the hands and even dropping one.
Well, a little chilly tonight. Wind chill factor probably going to be a little bit of a factor here as it's really cooled down in Spokane.
2nd and 10.
9:17 left to go. First period of play.
Pitch back.
As Malcolm will bring it around the right side.
Number 33,
And brings it out to about 36 or 37.
And on the stop for the Eagles, Roy Crocker.
So it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 5.
Grab a hold of the ball and let him run with it a little bit.
I'll take about 4 on the play. That'll bring him a 3rd down and 7.
10 people on this roof.
Pardon me?
About 10 people on this roof, I think, and it's probably big enough to hold 4.
That's what we get for being visitors. Sounds like a passing yardage down to me. We'll see what they come up with.
8:39 left to go here in the first period of play. As Vandenberg up over the ball. Malcolm and Plaster in the backfield. Fake handoff. He's back to pass. He's going to get hit and nailed.
Number 76.
Back on about the 29-yard line.
For West Valley, Sean Moore on the tackle.
As he couldn't find anyone open.
They spread their defense out there, Larry, too far. I think it's just because that's why somebody got inside here.
Then we have a couple of new sponsors tonight, Electric Craft and Sandpoint Discount Warehouse Market, and we thank them for joining us, and we'll talk a little bit about them here in a few minutes.
6'5" hauling off the field here. What's that gentleman's name?
Oh, we have an injury.
That'll bring him a 4th down and 13.
Looks like number 65 being taken off for the Bulldogs. That's Brian Porter, left guard, and that's one thing they can't afford is any more injuries. And a little later on in the game, I'll give you the players that are out. Jim Patterson, of course, Dean Plaster, the quarterback, Eric Becker.
Paul Moffitt, receiving for West Valley.
And kicking, nice kick, as the wind, I'm sure, held it up a little bit. It'll go out about the 35-yard line. And there's a good kick in there by Cliff Anderson. As once again, West Valley will have the ball. Well, thanks to Electric Craft for joining us tonight on this game. You can get complete home audio video, and they have installation and service along with car stereo sales and installation, authorized factory service, all at Electric Craft. They have 3 stores to serve you. In Sandpoint, it's 400 Cedar Street and Connie's Mall. That's in
big opening.
Big opening there for West Valley. nearly knocked out by number 34.
Tom Gannon, the ball carrier.
Well, Larry, I think that kind of caught them off guard. They really lined up in a hurry there and get that huddle and get that snap taken off. It was the first man through the line.
And he picked up a lot of
Maybe the
yardage on
touchdown
that.
for Sandpoint, number 33, Lynn Plaster.
Well, they say Plaster brought him down. I can't even see him right now. So I'll probably have to go to the TV monitor on this one. 7:39 left to go, first period of play. Flag on the play. As there's a handoff. Boy, and hard to bring down man for
Number 45, the ball
West Valley
carrier, Mike Madden.
is Mike Madden.
And on the top of first Sandpoint, Brian Palinka.
Palinka with the tackle for the Bulldogs.
For a flag.
Penalty flag down on the
But
play.
it's against West Valley.
Penalty will be against the West Valley.
And I hope you can hear me with all the wind and the loudspeaker.
I believe that was an illegal procedure call against West Valley.
Glenn Perry helping me in here a little bit tonight. Thanks, Glenn. Just another guy on the roof here.
Every time you want.
Timeout charge to Sandpoint.
Well, I have to have somebody to talk to, Glenn. Stay around.
Who's left on the balcony here?
I'm scared to move. I don't want to drop 25 feet.
Preliminary signals are illegal motion against West Valley.
We have a timeout by West Valley. We're still in first period of play. Nothing. 7:31 left to go. As you hear the West Valley band.
Well, so far this evening, we...
Commercial.
Junior.
7:31 left to go, first period of play. West Valley with the ball and threatening. Big hole up the middle as they're going to pick up some more good yardage.
Tom Gannon, the ball carrier.
Looks like they move it down to about the 16-yard line. Wait to see where they mark it.
Steve Shell on the stop
Shell
for
brings it down.
Sandpoint.
71 coming in the game for the Bulldogs, Glenn Converse.
I'll pick up of 8 on the play. They'll bring up second down and 2 for the Eagles.
Glenn moving that ball tonight.
I believe they can get a sack here or maybe an incompletion or maybe stopping for less than 2 yards. We won't have a 1st and 10. Now's the time.
So the Bulldogs missing 5 of their main starters tonight will have to dig in here. So a lot of sophomores. There's a nice pass and a saving touchdown tackle by number 10 in there of the Bulldogs, Jay Vandenberg.
One-on-one coverage there, Larry, and I believe they should have doubled every end on that particular play, just for the simple fact they haven't...
Pass is complete down to West Valley.
Well, Vandenberg playing a double role tonight in that safety position and at the
Down to West Valley's 5-yard line. First down and 10 for the
A
Eagles.
lot of credit for that.
As the Eagles now with the first down, they're threatening. Ball on about the 11-yard line from our angle. Hand off up the middle. We do have a flag on the play, so they got down to about the 4, but there is a flag, and
Tom Gannon, the ball carrier.
it will be against West Valley.
And we had an illegal man upfield too soon. Number 88 went down the line of scrimmage. He turned up too soon for the ball snap.
So
Illegal motion right against the Eagles.
and we'll bring it back, and it'll bring up 1st and 15 instead of having it down there right around the 5 or 4-yard line.
1st and goal.
It's cold tonight.
I want to wait for them to go right up the middle this time. They tried that before successfully. They might try maybe an in around or a reverse or something like that, right?
So far, just about everything they've tried has worked. Last time they had the ball, they were stopped on a major penalty.
We'll see how far they spread out the defense. Looks like a pretty close, tight offense there.
And, well, you're right, Perry. They went almost right up the center with it, a little bit over the left side, and Bulldogs dug in there.
Tom Gannon, the ball carrier again for West Valley.
But they did get a few yards out of it.
I guarantee you they do it again.
Sandpoint's front line on the stop.
Okay, where's the ball at, Perry? 6-yard line.
Smack dab in the middle.
So we'll call it the 6-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Gannon's pickup's good down to the 6-yard line. 2nd down and goal for the Eagles.
Chavez pitches in the backfield. Got a man. He may go all the way. Touchdown, West Valley.
Touchdown, West Valley.
He's running the ball in. Number 42 is...
Number 36, Tom Gannon on the touchdown.
We're back.
11 yards.
So with 5:53 left to go, first period of play. West Valley ringing their bell there.
One long run by Tom Gannon sprung him for that touchdown score.
They'll try the extra point.
Number 42, Steve Lebsack is attempting the extra point.
As it's going to be up and good.
Extra point is good. With 5:53 left in the first period of play. The score of the West Valley Eagles 7 and the Sandpoint Bulldogs 0.
7-0 West Valley. Just 5:53 left to go here in the first period of play, and West Valley strikes first, and they move the ball with a lot of ease. And if I sound a little nervous, I'm not even sure what's going on here now. I'm in a corner here. A lot of people in front of me sitting on a chair ready to drop off.
Number 1, Chad Childers, and number 32, James Malcolm, deep receiving for Sandpoint.
West Valley will kick off. Going deep for Sandpoint is Malcolm and Childers. And Gayle showed up. Malcolm will take the ball. I'm going to give him a program with a lot of long numbers on it. As Malcolm makes a nice return out to about the 35-yard line. So we'll get you to comment on our spot here after a while, Gayle. Please don't bump my chair. 25 feet's a long jump. Drop.
20, is that all it is?
Yeah, that's all it is.
Much further than that.
Also have Sandpoint Discount Warehouse Market with us tonight. They're open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And remember, the best prices in town is Sandpoint Discount Warehouse Market. And, well, they have hot sheets to prove it. With meat, produce, and general merchandise guaranteed to beat the average price. 100% guaranteed on meats, lowest price for health food department, and more at discount quality Sandpoint Discount Warehouse. That's on Highway 95 North. 2nd and 9. Clock moving.
West Valley stops for a 1-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Picked up a yard on that.
Ball marked on Sandpoint's old 35-yard line.
So Vandenberg will call the plays. Childers wide left. Pitch back to Plaster. Has a little bit of running room. As he stays on his feet, picks up a few more yards. So a nice run by Plaster. As he's about a yard short.
Number 33, Lynn Plaster on the pitch off.
Better than these.
Well, Gayle, you can talk here.
On the tackle for the Eagles, Roy Crocker.
I want to know their...
Face mask charge against West Valley.
Glenn tells us we have a face mask out there, so that's going to give the Bulldogs a little bit more yardage. Go ahead. What are you going to say there?
Well, I like your monitor better than my glasses tonight.
Got to put the ball on West Valley's 30-yard line.
Position here, Gayle?
31-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I hope nobody falls off.
Maybe when Tom goes down at halftime, you can shoot a shot of this up here to give him an idea what corner we're in. We'll have somebody sit in the chair.
I don't know. If I go down at halftime, I don't think I'll come back up.
A lot of wind. As the Bulldogs now in good field position. They have a 1st and 10 on the 45 in West Valley territory. Back to pass. Vandenberg is going to be intercepted. As intercepting that ball, number 22.
On the interception by West Valley, number 22, Roy Crocker.
And boy, he brings it back into Bulldog territory around the 43-yard line.
One man open there was number 22. West Valley hit him right in the numbers.
As he's trying to go to Childers.
Crocker brings the ball back out to West Valley. Check that back to Sandpoint.
As Roy Crocker,
34-yard line, first down and 10 for the
senior,
Eagles.
5'10", 180.
Come up to the scrimmage again, trying to confuse them.
And Chavez now. They'll try to move West Valley once again. They scored a touchdown last time. Handoff up the middle. No. Yes. With the ball, number 42. Steve was sacked, and he scored the last touchdown.
Number 53, Scott Anderson on the stop for Sandpoint.
And now that's the wrong number they just gave you.
I'll take about 2 on the play. That'll bring up second down and 6 for the Eagles. Ball marked at the 40-yard line of Sandpoint.
I can't find it either. They have the wrong names out there. They have a program, and the numbers, a lot of the numbers on the Bulldogs roster were changed.
Yeah, they were 10 for Vandenberg. Yeah.
So we do have the right lineup, so we'll hopefully try to stay with it for you. Back to pass. Chavez got a man open, but he threw it a little too high, and right there.
Pass intended for Cameraman is incomplete.
What do you think of this loudspeaker right in front of us, Gayle?
Well, it's kind of hard to hear anything that's going on except the loudspeaker. Sandpoint had good coverage on that pass play that time. We had about 40 defenders around it. Yeah, thanks.
It's getting cold outside. 3:25.
Could be worse, could be raining.
Oh, I think I'd rather have a warm right now. Handoff up the middle, and running for first down yardage and more. He did that all on his own, number 35.
On the carry for the Eagles, Mike Madden.
Well, Mike Madden now, they say. Maybe we have the wrong numbers for them.
Jerry Vandenberg on the top for Sandpoint.
I'll look for a flag on that one, Gayle. I'd like to see that one brought back. As West Valley has had a lot of luck on the ground tonight. Maybe we can watch the monitor here. And
yeah, maybe that's better.
Can't see numbers, though, too well.
It's pretty tough, yeah.
Chavez will hand off up. No, pitch is back. And that's what they scored on last time. And boy, just sidestepping Bulldog players. Goes in to score.
Number 45, Mike Madden on the play.
The Madden scores the touchdown. The same play they run last time, except for Madden didn't score it.
That quarterback made a good fake into the center of the line with another player, and really developed that play on the outside. There was hardly any defenders out there until it was too late.
Well, Gayle, I hope they can hear you. I have one of these clip-on microphones tonight with the wind and everything. I guess I should quit complaining, huh?
The wind and the band and the speaker. What else can we have, huh?
I didn't know if they thought I were lying to them there in the beginning, so I'm glad you're here. Oh, almost blocked by the Bulldogs, but it goes through.
It's now
14-0. Of course, we're going to pause for a break. 4:55 left to go. 14-0 West Valley. I'll tell you what, Gayle, I'm not going to take a break. We have four people sponsoring it now, Bulldog football. And one of them, Furniture Exchange, in downtown Sandpoint. We have Major Brand Carpet, Custom Draperies, Hoover Vacuum, Lazy Boy Recliners, Thomasville Lane, and you can get personal terms there, all at Furniture Exchange. And a selection of varieties, all from 5 floors. It's really something to say. I hate to try to read this one, but I'll say all this during that loudspeaker, and we're gonna catch them many a times tonight, so we'll get even. That's a 301-seater in Sandpoint, the Furniture people. Remember, all Major Brand Carpets, Custom Draperies, Hoover Vacuum, Lazy Boy Recliners, all at the Furniture Exchange in Sandpoint. Not a very good kickoff, but of course there's a lot of wind. Fumble! And boy, trying to pick it back up, number 41 of the Bulldogs.
Tom Russ.
Boy, that's dangerous there. He should have fell on that.
Number 32, Dave Hall, the ball carrier.
The Bulldogs, well, they'll start in pretty good field position. 30-yard line. First time they had the ball, they couldn't move it. And then, of course, second time, the interception. And the Eagles took advantage of that one, took it in for their second touchdown of the night. They lead up 14-0.
Down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I didn't know loudspeakers did so much play-by-play. PA systems.
Yeah, he's on top of it.
Pitch back to Malcolm, and he's going to get about 4 yards out of it as he goes around that left side. And good defense in there once again by West Valley.
Chad Grossman, the ball carrier for Sandpoint.
.2:11 clock moving here. First period of play.
They'll bring up second down and 6.
As Cliff Anderson is
is in the game now.
Is in the game now. West in motion. Pass up the middle. Man wide open. Brannigan's got it. He may go all the way. And the Bulldogs will score. I don't see any flags on the play. And Todd Brannigan with a nice catch up the middle. Beautiful pass by Vandenberg. And the Bulldogs are on the board.
I think that was Cliff Anderson threw that.
70-yard touchdown pass.
Well, Cliff was in.
Todd Brannigan.
Yeah, I think so. I couldn't really tell, though.
Well, we won't say because when they see it Wednesday, they can read
Yeah,
the number.
they'll figure it out. But I think it was Cliff Anderson threw that ball.
Well, boy, if it was, nice pass.
He's still in there at quarterback, too,
Okay.
right now.
That's what you're here for, Gayle. It's what you don't get paid for.
Chad Childers attempting the extra point.
Extra point looks good from here.
Extra point is good with Dave 41 in the first quarter for the West Valley 14 and Sandpoint 7.
So it's now 14-7 as Bulldogs get on the board. And Gayle was setting out here watching Thornton before kick some field goals in the beginning warm-ups, and he was putting them through at 40 yards. Of course, that was into the wind.
Yeah, well, I tell you, one thing Sandpoint does have is a good kicking game. If you have noticed here these first three games that all the Sandpoint kickers kick soccer style, and it seems like that's a more powerful kick, and they really have a good kicking game. Last week in Wallace, if you noticed, the conventional type kicker, and I think the same in Bonners Ferry, they didn't do well at all. So.
Well, the first time you were here, you weren't here when Bulldogs kicked off. Thornton put it through the end zone.
Is that right?
Yeah, so
yeah, he's strong. He's big and he's strong, and he's got it.
Tom Gannon and Tom Moffett to receive for West Valley.
Well, Thornton getting ready to kick off. It's a high one again, deep, and it's going to be taken on about the 3-yard line. Out to about 10, 15. Oh, hits a hole. And boy, he almost broke that all the way. Up to the 35-yard line.
On the return.
Gayle, do you have a screwdriver?
On the south floor, Sandpoint with number 11, Dean Plaster.
I thought maybe we could lift that speaker.
Hey, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Of course, maybe we could take my knife and clip those wires. Yeah, right. On purpose.
So West Valley with a flag on the field. Apparently it'll be against them, and that's going to move the ball back, so it'll break for the Bulldogs.
Looks like it could be a clip.
That's the second penalty.
For 25 yards.
The other one hurt him because it stopped the drive. And then the other two times they had it, they scored. So maybe this will be a good omen for the Bulldogs.
Things look like they might be turning.
They'll bring the ball back to West Valley's own 13-yard line. First down and 10 to go for the Eagles.
So first and 10. Boy, they've been running up that middle strong. Picking up anywhere from 4 to 10 yards about every time they go through there. So they'll gain about 4 on that one. Thanks to Sandpoint Motors for being a sponsor tonight. The name you can trust is Sandpoint Motors, the 300-seater in Sandpoint. Your one-stop shop center for new Chevrolets, used cars, parts, and authorized service. 24-hour towing. And remember, they have Chevrolets, Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth, Oldsmobiles, and a limited time offer on 2.4% financing. Or $1,500 cash rebate. Can't beat that, Gayle. Test drive a new car today at Sandpoint Motors. Big hole as bringing around the left side.
Number 22, the ball carrier, Willie Crocker.
Is Crocker.
And on the side for Sandpoint.
Going to pick up the first down over the 30-yard line. Right about the 33.
These press boxes seem to be getting worse, Larry. I hope they get
Crocker runs the ball out to the 34-yard line. First down and 10 for the Eagles.
Well, we know the Bulldogs can score against them.
Yeah.
Nice individual effort by Brannigan. Once he got that ball, he broke that tackle, and
the West Valley defense was really.
Oh, nice defense in there by Childers.
The pass intended to Tom Moffett is incomplete.
That was a close one.
Good defense.
And breaking up the pass is number 1, Chad Childers with
a couple of plays like that can spark your defense, too.
Yes, definitely can.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10, and West Valley has been moving the ball well on the ground. Elected to go to the air. Of course, you got to mix that up because you'll catch that defense off guard a lot. So we'll probably see him put it back down on the ground again. as Chavez calling signals for West Valley. Handoff right up the middle. This time the Bulldogs are there, so maybe Childers got a little momentum going on that defense with that great pass play that he did.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play. I can't see who made the tackle on that, but...
Why? Because those two loudspeakers are in your
way?
way?
For Sandpoint, number 63, Brian Halinka.
Okay.
Yeah, Brian Lincoln.
Terry Crocker with the ball carrier.
Well, maybe this loudspeaker is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, there was well, he's going to keep the Sandpoint fans posted the next Wednesday night, that's for sure.
Ball marked at the 35-yard line, third down and
clock moving, 5 seconds left, first period of play, and I don't think well, they might get it off. Yeah, as they do, Chavez back to pass. Oh, fumble! Bulldogs have it, and let's see if they call that a pass.
Yeah, I think...
Passes incomplete.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back and tell you with our score. West Valley 14, Sandpoint 7. What do you want me to talk?
You got my message, huh?
Well, we're at the end of the first period of play. In case we don't take a commercial break here, we'll talk, Gayle. How's that sound?
All right, yeah.
Great, did it.
Are we on break or not?
Well, I went to it immediately. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think we'll get a minute in here. As soon as they picked that ball up, I went to it.
Right there, number 2600.
126?
2600.
Catcher Brewers deep for Sandpoint.
Well, starting the second period of play. Facing a third down, West Valley pitch back. Nobody there to get him. And oh, he's got some running room. He could go all the way. As finally bringing him down will be Childers. But helping slow him up was Brannigan. So Brannigan and Childers save a touchdown there. And boy, nobody picked him up when he came around that corner.
Well, they caught Sandpoint with their pants down that time. They went back for a punt and totally unexpected.
So a big first down as they move it way down into Bulldog territory, 28-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for West Valley.
Crocker brings the ball out to Sandpoint's 28-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Eagles.
Tom Wright filming for Community View Channel 5 tonight. There's back to pass. Chavez got a man there. Oh! And I think that was a good pass. His receiver just slowed up and kind of stopped. That would have been right in his arm. As Tom Moffitt just stopped.
Yeah, he did. He just stopped, and if he hadn't stopped, he'd have had that for a touchdown for sure.
Oh, I can't believe how open he was either, Gayle.
Yeah, they had 5 yards at any of the defenders.
Well, we have a lot of personnel out of the game tonight. We'll mention that at the halftime. I don't know if I'll go down tonight. Maybe we'll just interview each other tonight. There's a run over the left side, and he's going to get about 6 or 7 yards out of it for...
Number 46, Tom Gannon, the ball carrier.
I believe 83 brought him down.
On the top of Sandpoint was number 83, Jeff Ward.
I beat him. As we're having trouble seeing anything tonight. It's going to be our major problem, you know. Got some distraction no matter what. Hopefully we'll get that ABC van here. There's pitch back in the backfield again, and right there to meet him for the Bulldogs was number 77.
Standpoint, number 14, Scott Porter.
Valatic.
Dave Valovich and Velicic and Cliff Anderson.
Like the way they spell this.
That's the way it is spelled.
Fourth and 3, they're going to go for it, huh?
4th down and 3.
So 4th and 3 from the 20. West Valley goes for it, and oh, they're not going to get it, I don't think. No, as the Bulldogs will hold them. Well, let's see whether they mark it first, though.
It's going to be close.
They're marking it further than I thought. Looks like from where that ref standing, they may have gotten it.
Scott Anderson.
No measure here. Say he's an inch shy. 2 inches shy, 3 inches shy.
Any inch size, fine. No, they
just give it to
first
him.
down. Yeah, they're going
First down, West Valley.
Boy, it sure, from this angle here, it sure doesn't look like it was a first down.
Oh, looks like they should have measured it. We'll protest that one, Gayle.
Yeah, right. For all the good it'll do.
Ball marked us at the 13
moving here in the first half,
for the Eagles.
Bulldogs, after giving up 2 quick touchdowns, finally came back and got one of their own. They trail at 14-7, but West Valley threatening again. And boy, there it goes, right up the middle. That's number 46 again.
On the touchdown run, a 17-yard touchdown.
As Tom Gannon picked that one up. And boy, they're moving that ball with ease up that middle.
Sure are.
So their 3rd running touchdown put them ahead 20-7. There's a pretty good crowd on hand from Sandpoint tonight.
Yeah, looks to be maybe 40, 50 people over there in the stands, if they're all Sandpoint people.
70 to 75, Gayle.
All right. Well,
Penalty flag down on the play.
right, yeah.
We do have a penalty
Extra
flag,
point is good.
but it will be good. Apparently it was on the Bulldogs, as Steve Sack put it through. Boy, I wish they'd get a shot of where I'm sitting, Gayle.
Well, I'm afraid to lean back on this bar. If he gives away, we're all in trouble.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, they got me leaning on it, and I know it's not secure. If that bar broke, I'm gone. I think I'll set up a little bit more.
You know, the least thing you do is furnish his parachute.
Okay, you got it. Okay, on a penalty on the extra point, West Valley gets the kick off from the Bulldog 45, and the Bulldogs will just let it go in the end zone. So it'll be brought out to the 20. Where the Bulldogs now trailing 21-7.
First down and 10 for the
I'm
Bulldogs.
going to shoot that loudspeaker, Gayle.
Just blows you away every time he opens his mouth.
Well, the Bulldogs put it up last time. Good for about 60, 65-yard touchdown pass. I don't know if they'll do it that deep. They've had 1 interception tonight. Let's check out the quarterback situation for the Bulldogs. As it appears to be Vandenberg.
Yes, it is.
Pitch back. Ooh, almost a fumble. Good hands by Plaster. He's going to get a little bit of running room as he brings it around the corner out to about the 27.
Lynn Plaster.
And that was a good run by Plaster.
Nice run.
Tom Gannon on the
Reach
top
low
of
to
the
get the ball. And close to a fumble.
Looks like we got another pretty big team tonight in West Valley.
Yeah, they have quite a few 200-pound boys.
Pick up a 6 on the play, then I'll bring it up a
But
second
it
down
is their
and
opening
4.
game, and you'd think they'd be a little rusty, but boy, their offense doesn't look rusty.
They're sure, very polished team, very good team.
Malcolm with the ball, and boy, he's going to be hit and dropped for a yard or 2 loss.
Tom Gannon on the stop.
That defensive line of West Valley just bottled up the whole works. There was no place for him to go.
Tom Gannon, the guy that scored the last touchdown, brought him down. Clock moving here, second period of play, 8:47. Bulldogs will face a third, and let's call it about 6. Good crowd for West Valley.
Clock of 2 on the play, then I'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Ball marked at the 22-yard line.
Shoulders wide right. Malcolm and Plaster in the backfield. Oh, they're going to, well, I guess that's in the grass. That's too bad because Plaster had some running room on that. But I think they do that to protect the quarterback.
Vandenberg will be marked down behind the line of scrimmage.
They do that in the pros, so I suppose they should do that in high school.
Yeah, I suppose so. Well, it prevents injuries, but like
and
you
we're
say,
just prejudiced, and we
that's
wanted to see him go for a touchdown.
Leonard was wide open. It's unfortunate.
4th down and 8 for Sandpoint.
Well, I hate to see him kicking that win.
Yeah, but I don't think we're in any position to fake right now.
Cliff Anderson. And we're going to have a timeout. Let's do the save. With 7:43 left to go in the first half. 21-7 West Valley. We'll be right back.
Sandpoint 7.
Want me to write this down?
29-9. 390. About. So we're not going to get on there.
Are you going to interview anybody at halftime?
You gonna go find somebody?
No. I thought maybe you might have somebody lined up.
Yeah. Maybe we'll talk.
Yeah.
$30-33.
7:43 left to go first half. Bulldogs will have to kick it. A high kick, and the wind died down for a second, but let's see where the ref marks it. It went way out. Looked like the wind had a lot to do with that as it got up high.
Yeah, he really got underneath that too much. If he had put some distance into that kick, it would have been way down the field.
I don't know about you, Gayle, but my
inside the
fingertips are
40-yard
cold.
line of Sandpoint. First down and 10 for the Eagles.
I shouldn't complain. Tom's got to keep his on the camera all the time, and of course he goes to his pockets once in a while. West Valley, excellent position. They have the ball on the Bulldog 40-yard line. Chavez going to put it up, and he's got his man out there, not for the first down, but they pick up 8.
Complete.
Plaster and Steve Shell in on the tackle.
On the stop for Sandpoint, number 46, Steve Shell.
I don't know when to speak and when not to, Gayle.
Well, every time it seemed like I open my mouth, he starts yelling in that loudspeaker. It's kind of tough to talk over the top of him, too.
Well, Larry Jeffries right below us with KSPT. I'm sure he's probably having the same problem. Chavez pitches back. Oh, nice tackle in there by Len Plaster.
On the stop for Sandpoint, Len Plaster, number 33.
Drops him for about a 3-yard loss. So instead of
Ball carrier for the
probably a
Eagles
first
was
down
Tom
for him, it's
Gannon.
going to bring it down to a 3rd and 5. Good defense in there by the Bulldogs that time.
Excellent play on Plaster's part.
I'll put the ball back at the 34-yard line, 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5 for West Valley. And Chavez pitches in the backfield. As he's going to pick up enough yardage as
Tom Gannon, the ball carrier.
missed that tackle, and then looked like he should have had him on that.
That Tom Gannon's a tough player.
Gannon carries it out to the 24-yard line,
got to
1st
break
down
down.
and 10.
If I'm not wrong, I think that Tom Gannon is a player that's been playing in varsity since he was like a freshman or a sophomore and starting. Excellent player.
Yeah, well, West Valley's had that good team in the front tier league the last couple of years. They've been really strong in that. I think they won state here a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
There's a pass over the middle, and Chavez got it up a little high for
Quickly pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles.
He was covered well in there.
We were defending very well on that play, yeah.
I don't know if you're going to have to yell or not. We got this mic a little muffled tonight.
I'll tell you what, everybody else is yelling, so I guess I better too. Huh?
Yeah. So 2nd and 10 for West Valley. And they still elect to put it up on that 1st down once in a while, even though their running game has been excellent tonight. Nice tackle in there. As getting in there looks like number 63.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Brian Olenka.
Brian Olenka brings him down.
Number 63, Brian Olenka.
Excellent tackle.
Excellent play. Snuck right through that line and dropped him.
So about a yard loss.
3rd down and 11.
Well, people have their big jackets and blankets out tonight, Gayle.
Yeah, certainly do. A little change from a couple weeks ago when we were in shirt sleeves up in Bonners Ferry.
Is it up to you to bring the thermos or me? Of hot coffee? 5:40, clock moving here in the first half. As, boy, the Bulldogs are tightening up on that run
The ball
now.
carrier.
As once again, Alinka brings him
And on
down.
the stop was number 63, Dwayne Tilley for Sandpoint.
No.
That's
Alinka
Brian Holinka, yes.
brings him down. We're right there wrong. Well, we have a timeout. Let's do the same. 5:15 left to go first half. 21-7 West Valley.
Timeout charge to West Valley.
Well, maybe
Cleaned up.
So it looks like West Valley will try a field goal. This will be a long one, Gayle. We know it'll be at least 40,
Be about
43.
right about 40. He's the
So it'll be 43. Well, yeah, you're right. 40-yard, 40.
Ball will be marked just inside the
Did
30-yard
I say that
line.
enough times? Of
well, they got a soccer-style kicker, so he could very well do it.
course, they might fake it, too. No, he's going to give it a shot. He's going to...
Not quite long enough.
No! Just a touch
Just
short.
barely. Boy, I'll tell you, it was right there too in the right position. It's just a little.
Field goal is wide. That'll bring up first down and 10 for Sandpoint.
Well, their announcer says it was wide. We say it's short. We got the proof.
Yeah, well, there's that angle again, Larry.
Well, we're almost a football field away from where we're watching this
we
game
certainly
from.
are.
So
And a football field up.
Ball will be marked at the Bulldogs' own 20-yard line.
So good defense by the Bulldogs. And they'll take over on possessions as a field goal was missed. 40-yarder try.
Yeah, see, this is a little bit different. The pros, we're back on the 20-yard line where the pros would be at. We'd be up on, I think it was about the 25 where it was.
Snap from.
Yeah.
Back to pass. Oh, almost picked off. As into pass
On
for
the
the Bulldogs.
number 22, Roy Crocker.
I wonder if we could get somebody to maybe tie that announcer up at halftime.
I think there's somebody who wants up here.
There's more people are coming on the roof.
No. Yeah, pretty soon it's going to collapse here.
I'm going down at halftime. .505 Bulldogs have that amount of time remaining as Anderson will fill it up again and right through the arms of number 46, Steve Shell.
Pass intended at number 46,
And that could have been enough for a
Shell.
first down. He couldn't hang on to it.
Incomplete. Third down and 10.
So Cliff Anderson's been on the mark. Hit Brannigan earlier for a touchdown. That's Brannigan's second touchdown catch of the year, by the way.
It sure is.
Got one in Bonners.
Beautiful play on that one.
And that might have been enough for a first down. Shell could have hung on to it. Rust will come into the game. As the Bulldogs now face the 3rd and 10. So Anderson on 2 plays has put the ball in the air. This time he'll pitch back to Plaster. Plaster trying to get around a couple of tacklers, can't do it. He's going to lose a yard.
Number 33 on the carry, Land Plaster.
Well, they're going to move it back about 3 yards, so it'll bring up a 4th and 10, so that drop pass will be critical at this point because they're going to have to kick deep in their own territory against the wind.
A loss of 2 in the play. They'll bring up
their
a 4th
defense will
down
have to
and
dig in
12.
again.
Ball marked at the 18-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Well, good kick considering the wind.
Nice kick.
And right there to field it for West Valley. Oh, he's got some room.
Valicic makes the tackle.
As Moffitt brings it
Tom Moffitt on the return.
all the way. We got a flag on
Penalty
the far
flag is
side,
down on the play.
but it is against Sandpoint, and I'm sure they'll decline this
Preliminary
one.
signals are against Sandpoint.
So excellent position for West Valley, and they still have plenty of time to put another one across. Bulldogs dug in last time. They're going to have to do it again this time. As Moffitt made a
Penalty is
nice
declined by
return
West Valley.
from his own
First down and
45
10 for the Eagles.
back to about the 23 of the Bulldogs.
Ball marked just inside the 22-yard line.
I have to quit leaning back in this chair, Gayle. I'm afraid this rail's going to break.
Yeah.
Chavez looking for someone in the end zone. He's got him. And just overthrows him. I believe that was Moffitt.
Pass intended for Tom Moffitt is incomplete. Second down and 10.
Well, now we have volume.
Okay, yeah, West Valley just made a run
A
down.
pickup of 12 on the play. First down and 10 for the Eagles.
Pick up a first down on the 9-yard line. Well, they have a drill team and a band. Maybe we'll just stay up here at halftime.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Take
idea.
that first down and
So
goal.
hard to get out of this booth and get down there.
Sandpoint's 8-yard line.
We'll just let the fans enjoy part of the show. Chavez,
Right.
nice hand up the middle, and boy, that picked everything
Touchdown,
up.
West Valley.
As West Valley scores again.
Mike Madden, the ball carrier for the Eagles.
That's the second
An
one by
8-yard
Madden.
touchdown run.
Well, we have
Penalty
a flag.
flag down on the play. Preliminary signals are against West Valley.
Oh boy, break for the Bulldogs. As there is a flag on the play. It is against West Valley.
Is that number 46 that just made that run? No, it is 45. It's Madden, yeah. Mike Madden.
Gayle, we have 2 new sponsors tonight, Electric Craft and I know it, I'm just freezing here to death, Sandpoint Discount Warehouse Market. And we'd like to thank both of them for being along with us tonight. We'll talk more about that.
Penalty is marked off against West Valley.
Well, that's going to bring the ball all the way out to about the 22, right where they started this original drive from. And that's a first and goal from there, believe it or not. Oh, no! As they break free again, right into the end.
Touchdown!
22-yard touchdown in there by the West Valley Eagles.
Touchdown is good for a 23-yard line. Excuse me, for a 23-yard run.
I can't compete with this speaker.
Or the bell, or the band.
We're getting hazardous duty pay tonight.
Well, we certainly should. You know, you mentioned this was a booth up here. This is the strangest booth I've ever seen.
Sometime tonight, I want Tom to show where we're setting so he can show our...
Yeah. This looks more like a roof to me.
Left sack attempting the extra point.
Bad snap, and the Bulldogs are going to stop this one. And this time I don't see any flags down, so the point after will be no good. 27-7, 3:31. Bulldogs still have plenty of time to try to
With
get another score
3:31
in
left
here.
in the first half of play, the score, West Valley 27 and the Sandpoint Bulldogs 7.
Well, we'd like to thank Electric Craft for being part of us tonight. A lot of things going for them. Complete home audio and video sales, installation and service, and car stereo sales and installation. And they are an authorized factory service. That's Electric Craft, the Inland Empire's audio video experts. And you can see them in Sandpoint at 400 Cedar Street. Give them a call if you need some information at 263-9516. Electric Craft in Sandpoint.
Chad Childers and number 32, Chad Goldstrom, deep receiving for Sandpoint.
Well, they do have the wrong numbers because 32 is James Malcolm. And Childers back there. Malcolm will take it on the 15. As he tried to get around the corner, and he's dropped on about the 28.
Number 22, Roy Crocker on the stop.
I'll tell you, that win's just been a defeating purpose for the Bulldogs there in the second period of play. They'll have the wind advantage in the third period, but of course West Valley will have it in the fourth, and they have this large lead right now of
Ball marked
27-7.
inside the 27-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I've noticed that announcer wrong a lot of times tonight, Gayle.
That wind certainly is strong. I haven't seen that American flag over there dip yet. It's just straight out from the pole.
Anderson's gonna put it up. He's got Childers out there. He's got it. He can go all the way. A 73-yard touchdown pass for the Bulldogs, and they strike quick.
No flags on the play, so
Beautiful
it looks like
catch.
it's good. Oh, that was great. He went right over the defender and got that ball and just marched right in. Beautiful.
Touchdown is good for a 73-yard line.
Cliff Anderson has hit on a 73-yarder to Chad Childers, and boy, give Childers some credit on that. A lot of concentration.
It certainly was. He had to battle that defender for that. That was a beautiful pass by Anderson. He's passing very well tonight. Looks good.
So 27-13, Bulldogs are showing that they do have some offensive power. And Anderson, he's surprising me with that arm. He threw that in the wind. let's see, Childers caught that around the 30, so he put that ball up over 40 yards in the air against the wind.
Yeah, I'd say about 50 yards.
The Thornton point after. It's a fake. As Plaster trying to run it in, and they caught that one. That would have been a 2-pointer, but they were waiting for that. Good try, though.
On the top of the Eagles, Micah Madden. Next point is no good. Scoring now leads West Valley 27 and the Bulldogs 13.
And our other new sponsor tonight, Sandpoint Discount Warehouse Market. Big thanks to them. You stop in and tell them thank you for sponsoring Bulldog football. That's how it gets on the air. They're open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., and they do have the best prices in town. And, well, you can stop in and look at their hot sheets to prove it. They have meat, produce, and general merchandise guaranteed to beat the average price of the competitors. 100% guaranteed meats, lowest price health food department, and more. Discount quality. Sandpoint Discount Warehouse, Highway 95. As Thornton prepares to kick off into the wind. 2:55 left to go here in the first half.
Patterson kicking
West
off for the
Valley
Bulldogs.
leading at 27-13 as the Bulldogs just hit on
That was Patterson.
73-yard pass for a touchdown as West Valley elected to let that
Madden
roll.
return.
And the Bulldogs get down on
the
that
shot,
quickly.
14-point Tom Russ.
And Russ down there.
Good coverage on the Bulldogs. There were several of them down there on that play. Good tackle by Tom Russ.
As also on the tackle, number 83, Jeff Ward.
I think that last touchdown really sparked the Bulldogs, and let's hope they can keep up those two passes by
Hallmark just inside the 17-yard
You know,
line.
Gayle, they have a lot of
First down and 10 for
starters
West
out
Valley.
tonight, but, you know, this is going to be, win or lose, it's got to be a morale booster for them because they're putting those points on the board.
You better. You bet.
They've already scored more in the first half than they've scored all season, as West Valley continues to do well on the run.
Tom Gannon, the ball carrier again.
One of the reasons I'm not wrapping off West Valley's names a
Tom
lot
Russ on
tonight
the
is
top.
because we have so much wind up here you can't hold on to anything. There's no table, nothing. We're on top of the roof, so since this is just for Sandpoint, we'll give them Sandpoint's names.
You bet.
Plus that I can't move my hands right this moment, Gayle.
Yeah, well,
Another handoff up the middle, and it doesn't look like we got enough for the first down. A lot of Bulldogs in on that. Nemi in there.
Number 41, Tom Russ, and number 74,
Rust in there
Ron
again.
Nemi on the stop.
So it's going to bring up third and, let's call it 3. Minute 41, and Bulldogs can hold here. They're not out of this game
Ball
yet.
carried out to the 25-yard line. I'll bring up a 3rd down and 1.
I said 3, they say 1, so we'll call it 2. And they got the first down and more.
Tom Gannon.
As Converse in on that tackle. Brannigan. Yeah, a bunch of them getting up. 14, Anderson.
Scott Anderson
Olenka.
on the tackle.
Boy, beautiful
I'm not
pass
sure
just
the
a moment
Valley.
ago from Anderson to Childers. That
Gannon's run is out
Makes
to the
me feel good to see
33-yard
him
line.
do that.
3rd down and 10 for the Eagles.
Excellent play. Like you said, it is really a morale booster, and I just hope they can keep that stuff up. That really looked good.
well, while we have a timeout, maybe good to get a plug in for ourselves. What do you say, Gayle?
All right.
CommuniView, Cable Channel 5 is available through Northland Cable Television in the greater Sandpoint area. And CommuniView, there we go, offers local video programming with weekly shows now on Wednesday featuring, of course, Bulldog sports and hopefully some volleyball to follow football. If we get the sponsors behind that, that'll start at 6:30, and then again on Thursday at 6:30 for Thursday night videos featuring local community events and activities like Waterfest, July 4th, Winter Carnival, and more. CommuniView can be reached at 263-9574. Call in, tell us whether you like it or not. And it offers advertising, programming, and video production. Sandpoint's local community channel, Channel 5, CommuniView in Sandpoint. Well, a minute 20 left to go here in this first half. Bulldogs trail 27-13. West Valley with a 1st and 10 on the 33-yard line. And Chavez, their quarterback, going to go back to put it up. He's getting a rush. He gets away from one. Anderson trying to get to him, and Chavez will just run it out to stop the clock.
Chavez run out of bounds.
A lot of pressure on him that time by Anderson.
and Brian
Good defense on
Halinka.
Sandpoint's part. He didn't really have a chance to set up to do anything. All he had to do, the only thing he could do is try to get away from the defenders.
So good defense in the backfield for the Bulldogs. For Chavez to run out of that pocket. Run out to stop the clock. Minute 12 left to go here first half. West Valley scored twice in the first quarter, twice in the second.
Got a 6-yard loss.
Bulldogs on
second down and
2 touchdown
16 for West
passes.
Valley.
Both by Anderson, one to Brannigan and the other. There's a long one. And it's going to be over everybody. And I think Rascal lost the ball on that. He may have been able to intercept that.
Incomplete. Third down and 16 with a minute 7 left in the first half of play.
Coffee runner at halftime? No.
Something.
I bet I can talk my buddy into it for me here. Jake, I bet I can talk you into get me a little coffee at halftime, couldn't I?
I suppose.
He's helping Tom film tonight. Jake Roop will be helping us on the camera from time to time. I gave you a plug. Have to go get me coffee. 3rd and 16 for the Eagles. Beautiful defense in there by the Bulldogs.
Madden dropped for a loss.
Looked like Brannigan made the tackle.
It looks like, I don't know.
On the stop was number 63, Brian Halinka.
That's Brian Halinka, who's who it was. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, the Eagles on a 4th down are going to call timeout with 55 seconds left. I find that a little strange. Seems like they would want to run that clock down and kick it, not to give the Bulldogs a chance to get another shot at a long pass.
Timeout charge to West Valley.
Ooh, that wind. Wind chill factor of what, Gayle? 25?
2-yard loss on that play. That'll bring up 4th down 19.
It doesn't really feel that cold to me here tonight, but the wind is piercing. Tell you, for all the injuries Sandpoint has, they're playing with a lot of
Ball
spirit
marked just
tonight.
inside the 25-yard line of the
They're
Eagles.
really going after it. They're not giving up.
Yeah, the Bulldog fans have to be happy with them tonight, you know. You want to see them win, but they are high school kids, and the best thing, you know, to see them stay healthy, play good football, and have a good attitude. Those are, to me at least, the most important things in high school football.
Yeah, I think they've all got that. They're really playing with a lot of heart tonight.
I think the coaching staff of the Bulldogs, with all the injuries they have, they still, you know, a very positive attitude, and they try to keep all these kids out on the field with a positive attitude.
Well, like I said last week, they've got an excellent coaching staff. These guys work awful hard with these young men.
4th down, West Valley will be punting into the wind, with the wind, I should say. Big rush, and it just goes high in the air, and it's going to go back for the Bulldogs, and they're going to have good field position and 47 seconds to work with.
Penalty flag down on the play.
Penalty flag. Let's wait and see who it's against. It's going to be against West Valley, and I believe the Bulldogs will decline this.
Penalty, a preliminary penalty charge against West Valley.
They would have the ball on West Valley's 47-yard line, and I think they'd settle for that position because that was a bad kick.
Just did.
And the Bulldogs will decline it. Well, Anderson's in there. He's thrown for 2 tonight. I think one was for, what, about 45, roughly in that area. And if you would have been here earlier, you could have kept that stat for me.
Sandpoint declines the penalty. It'll take the ball a 1st down and 10 just inside the 47-yard line of West Valley with 47 seconds left in the first half of play.
Why'd they take it down 15 yards against Bulldogs?
Well, they refused the penalty on that, so yeah, they took it where the kick went.
Yeah, no. I believe Jay Vandenberg's back in quarterback. I saw Cliff Anderson go out.
Well, I seen West Valley jump, but I also seen a guy move from Sandpoint, so let's see what the ref calls it. Because West Valley was jumping all over. It's going to be against West Valley, according to Sandpoint players. That'll be 5 yards. That'll help them out. It'll move it down to the 43. And it'll bring up 1st and 5, but more important to put the close to that goal line.
Sandpoint. Ball marked at the 42-yard line.
Back in at quarterback.
Vandenberg is, huh?
Yeah.
We have a fly on our screen. I thought it'd be too cold for him out here tonight. Well, he's probably trying to get warm. There's Rust in motion. Vandenberg back to pass. He's going to put it up. Oh, it's caught.
Tipped and caught.
Tipped and caught in there by number 46, Steve Shell. And I thought he got out of bounds, too. That'll stop the clock with 39 seconds.
Knocking Shell out of bounds.
They only run off 8 seconds there.
Madden.
And a big gainer down to the 24-yard line for the Bulldogs. So a gain of almost 20 on the play.
Yeah, if things go right here, we should at least have a field goal out of this, hopefully a touchdown.
Well, it was almost picked off, but it was tipped and right into the hands of Steve Shell. I think
First down and 10 for Sandpoint. Ball marked just inside West Valley's 24-yard line.
We're going to have to rely on the monitor now because I can't see a thing between
Okay, Anderson now is back in at quarterback. So they're mixing the quarterback up. Handoff in there, almost a fumble as Shell and, Anderson and Malcolm mixed it up as they bumped into each other. And the Bulldogs will call a timeout.
Sandpoint a stop for a loss behind the line of
If I get
scrimmage.
this guy to be quiet for a minute. We need to say hi to all of our friends at Furniture Exchange. They got interrupted by the loudspeaker last time. Remember, the Furniture Exchange, furniture people in Sandpoint, they have major brand carpets, custom draperies, Hoover vacuum cleaners, Lazy Boy recliners, and much, much more. 5 floors to check it all out on Gayle. Beautiful store. I just love going in there.
Yeah, Ernie and crew will take good care of you. Go in there and see them. They always give you a good deal and have good merchandise.
I'll tell you what, they got a larger selection in there than most stores I ever see in Spokane. Everything you want is there.
Quality stuff, too.
I know, Ernie, if they don't have it, they'll find it for you.
You bet.
That's 301 Cedar. Furniture people, downtown Sandpoint Furniture Exchange. You give them a call at 263-3189 and tell them you appreciate them sponsoring Bulldog football. Better yet, go in and tell them thank you and take a look at their store. 33 seconds for the Bulldogs to work with here. There's the marching band in the end zone, getting ready to come out on the field at halftime.
Anderson's in at quarterback.
Bulldogs trailing at 27-13. Anderson back to throw, puts up 1-2. Ross, he hangs on to it. No, they say he didn't. Well, he did, but he was bobbling it as he went out of bounds. And
yeah, that's exactly right. It's too bad. That would have been a nice play and pushed him down a little bit closer.
As my spotter, Glenn Perry, who can see the field, motioning me there.
Well, now Tom's down on his knees. We can see, too.
Well, I think he's trying to plug something in here. Probably the heater, hopefully. Well, the Bulldogs now 3rd and 12, still 29 seconds, and I think that would be out of field goal range if they shouldn't complete this one. They try the same pass. Beautiful, beautiful catch in there by Russ. They said he caught it. And he may be
pass is complete.
Taken up on the play as he's getting up slow.
41, Tom.
Hopefully the wind was just knocked out of him. The way he caught it was hit. He was falling down and they went right on top of him, so hopefully it's just the wind knocked out of him. As he gets the ball down to about the
official timeout.
18-yard line.
Yeah, right in that area.
Listen to the wind.
He's up.
He's up, so hopefully it's okay. And Thornton's coming in, and I can't believe in this wind that they'd try a 40-yard field goal. Maybe I'm wrong.
The wind.
Against the wind. Well, they're going to try from about the 27, so
about a 37.
We'll call it a 37-yarder. I know he can do it, but with that wind blowing that way. Well, it's up, and the wind looks like it blew it just a little bit to the left, so it went wide. He had the distance, though.
Plenty of distance. That'd have been good if it had been in the right area. It would have been good 10 yards further out.
Well, I'll tell the coach something.
20-yard line, first down and 10 for West Valley.
So he had plenty of leg into it, but it just went wide left. I'm sure the wind had a little bit to do with that. At least from our angle it did.
Yeah. There's that angle again, Larry.
I'm going to get Tom at halftime to show what's below us here.
You know, if we get much higher, we'd be able to see the Spokane skyline here. See all the marquees over here?
There's a long one being put up and almost picked off by Childers. As he ran right in front of the loudspeakers, I lost him.
The pass is incomplete, intended for Chad McGee.
I have two loudspeakers right in front of me, and that's where they went. 13 seconds left to go, first half of play. West Valley leads it 27-13, but they were up 27-7 as Cliff Anderson came in and threw a 73-yard touchdown pass to Childers to change that.
They're in Gayle. I see a 2,000 butane heater right down here in the end out here.
We need to go steal it. Another long one being put up. Blaster's there. That's going to be picked off. As Vandenberg picks it off and returns it back to Eagle territory at the 48. There's a flag.
Pass is intercepted.
We do have a flag.
Vandenberg.
Well, let's wait and see. I believe it's against West Valley. It is, and I believe the Bulldogs will refuse it and get one last play in here.
Penalty flag down on the play.
Now, did they call timeout on that? I didn't notice that because he can come back and start that clock. Well, we're going to talk to the Sandpoint captain first.
Preliminary signal against West Valley.
I don't know if they call timeout, though, is the thing. Well, they do a timeout till they change of possession. That's what I'm being
Sandpoint will
told.
decline the penalty. First down and 10. Ball marked just inside West Valley's 37-yard line with 3 seconds left in the half.
I believe it's Vandenberg. Childers comes to the left side. Russ to the right. Vandenberg back. Good protection in there. Puts up a long one. It's going to be picked off. But that'll end the first half of play. And West Valley will lead it 27-13.
West Valley 27 and Sandpoint 13.
And we're going to take a break. As at halftime, we're going to go ahead and stay up here. We'll show you the West Valley marching band and their drill team. Listen to some of their music and take a break.
West Valley Eagle and Bulldog fans, welcome. Tonight's halftime entertainment is presented for your enjoyment by the 1986-87 Marching Band and Dance Drill Team. Drum majors are Denise Bagby and Tim Jagoo. Dance drill captain Gina Donner. The officers are Kim Rizzuto, Shelley Bickler, Melissa Dixon, and Nancy Jorgensen. Tonight, they will be performing Durango, the first member in the fall competitive show. The band is directed by Dave Weatherhead.
Are we on?
The dance drill advisor is Jan Carter.
You want me to copy now?
You got your change on you?
Yeah.
I got it.
You go ahead and shut that.
Yeah.
We got a trap door. We haven't talked about the trap door yet, Gayle.
Well, that's where I'm sitting. I'm sitting on top of it. Every time anybody wants up here, I got to move off the trap door, my seat.
Well, here you can probably just move right up above it, then if somebody lifts it, we'll know they're coming and we'll save your life here. It's only a 25-foot drop, Gayle. What are you worried about?
Well, are you sure that's all it is, Larry?
We're at halftime, 27-13 in favor of West Valley, and it's just too hard to get down through all the people. We're on top of the roof up here, so we're going to stay up and enjoy halftime, freeze to death, as you're watching the West Valley Marching Band.
If nothing else, there sure is a spectacular view from up here. Just
Well,
be careful,
true.
don't step over the edge.
Make you feel a little safer, Gayle? We just moved him here.
I'm just, where I was standing, I was just a little bit afraid to step back because there's a big hole that's about 1 by 3 foot that we have to crawl through to stand on a step ladder underneath, get down into the booth, and
then you go another level.
Then we go another level ladder down into the grandstands. It's really fun. I hope this gets better. You know, I understand Sandpoint, they're adding on another press box up there. I'm sure next week when we're back at Sandpoint, it's going to be a lot better for us because these first 3 weeks they've gone from pretty good to fair to rotten.
Well, they're building 2 new ones. They got one done last week, and they were supposed to finish another one this week. Of course, by the time this is aired, I'm pretty sure it'll be done.
Yeah.
Next week, homecoming. We're at home. Kellogg.
You bet. You bet.
And that's got to be a treat for the fans to finally get to see their team in action.
Well, we hope we get a lot of people out. You know, you need to get out and support these young men. They're doing a fine job. Like I said last week, the coaching staff is just doing an excellent job, and they're really working hard with these young guys.
Well, we have a lot of sophomores out there, and of course they're from that freshman team last year. They went 6-1, and they're used to winning, and you know, scoring a few touchdowns the way they have tonight has got to be an uplifting morale booster for them. And, you know, it's hard when you have a lot of starters out, and you know, we're not trying to make excuses, but it's hard, you know, and these young kids come in there and they played well tonight. They came through on defense a few times when they really needed to. Okay, Gayle, we're going to shift here.
Yeah, we got a little coffee coming here, so just bear with us, fans.
Tom promised me that he'd show this before the night was over.
Well,
there they are, the 1986 and 87 marching band and dance and drill team.
Now, let me explain about bringing that coffee up, Gayle.
Now, can we set this coffee on the speakers here, you think?
Well, I don't, yeah.
Maybe one of them might put them out.
Maybe we could put them out as a band. Well, here, Gayle, I'm going to get... Oh, we're back.
You stepped on the cord that time.
Well,
we would also like to give a
considering
special
how much
thanks
room we have to move,
I'm
going to move out.
Calendars. Your support is greatly appreciated.
Yeah, it'd certainly be nice if this announcer would take a coffee break too.
I agree with you. Well, we're at halftime. It's 27-13. And Gayle, if I can get you to step back for a minute, I'm going to see if Tom can flip that camera around. I want one shot of this, Tom. Of course, you can't step out there or you'll fall over, of course. So hopefully you can watch it. Gayle, if I can get you over here for just a sec. Don't fall through. Hang on to me as you come around.
For anyone interested, game films of tonight's game will be shown at 7:30.
Tom, there's the lounge chair.
Here at West Valley.
And of course, now you're looking over the cliff
here.
here.
This Wednesday night at 7:30.
That's about 25 feet down.
Game.
As
did you show them the exit door, Tom?
Also, the annuals will be here
there's
next
Jake, there's
Friday.
Gayle.
They will be passed out
and here's our coffee. Now we're going to the exit door.
Assembly. If any of you are interested, contact.
Well, no, we got a shoe there.
Seniors, please let them know.
We got to go back this way a little and then out a little. I think we'll have it here in a minute.
There'll be someone at the
nice
school
shoes,
right
Gayle.
There's
that exit door. Of course, we're standing right next to them. That's all the room we have tonight. Of course, Tom doesn't even get a chance to show you where he's sitting.
You can get a gold card.
Boy, there's a good-looking guy.
Any home athletic event.
I'm getting ready to move again.
At the high school office during
looking down at this monitor.
8 until 3:30. At any
okay, I'm shifting one more time.
A gold card that will make you free to any athletic
hopefully last shift of the night.
Home athletic event, that is. You can apply at the high school office during the day from 8 until 3:30.
Left before the start of the second half. It's 27-13 West Valley. Wind as much as possible. Give me a second here. No, still in the wind.
It's going to be hard to get away from that wind, Larry.
I know it. Especially when you're on the rooftop.
And the fans down there, West Valley fans, are lining up for the team to come out underneath the goalposts.
And the Bulldogs already out onto the field. Yeah, while we have a moment here, it's 27-13 halftime, of course. West Valley leading it, but in that first period, in the beginning of the second period, West Valley on the ground, you couldn't stop them. But that's most of that second period, Bulldogs started cutting that run off.
Yeah, they were doing a lot better job of stopping it. However, their backs are really tough. And if we can figure out some way to stop them, we're still in this game, and we can win this game.
Well, let's recap the 2 touchdowns by the Bulldogs. Now, in the first one, I didn't quite get the yardage on that, but I am pretty sure it was pretty close to 50 yards. As Anderson came in as quarterback, he hit Brannigan up the middle. Brannigan broke a tackle, went into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Bulldogs were only trailing 14-7 then. Then West Valley put 2 more across before the Bulldogs hit the big one, as Anderson once again threw a 73-yard touchdown pass to Childers, and we might make mention he put that ball up about 45 to 50 yards in the air against the wind, and Childers did an excellent job of just concentrating on the ball because he had a defender right on him. Childers just reached over and grabbed it and went in for the touchdown.
Yeah, really 2 excellent plays, and I was talking to Coach Foster at halftime here, and he said that last pass by Anderson was good for 50 yards against the wind, like you said. And Childers did an excellent job of battling and fighting for that ball and getting away from the defender. Like I said, we're still in this game, and if we can find out some way to stop that run up the middle, we could win this game.
Well, West Valley back out onto the field. You brought a booster bus with you tonight.
Yeah, I brought about 45 students from the high school, along with the activities director, Dwayne Ward, and his family. And pretty exciting kid. The kids are really excited, and they had a lot of spirit, mostly freshmen and sophomores, and the cheerleaders came down on the bus too, and they were cheering and having cheers on the whole way. It was a fun trip.
While we got a second, what about those Sandpoint Bulldog volleyball girls defeating St. Mary's? What a game, huh?
Hey, I'll tell you what, you people in the audience that weren't there to that game, you really missed something. That was one of the best volleyball games I've ever seen at Sandpoint High School, and I've seen an awful lot of them over the years.
Of course, they had a second chance to see it back when it played right after the football game Wednesday night. And
yeah, and I think you and Tom and Jeff Hurst did an excellent job on that. That came out really well. Volleyball is a little bit tough to get, and especially in Bulldog Gym there, we couldn't get some of the servers, but it really came off well, I thought.
Well, we have to give Jeff a lot of the credit there because he was just super in helping us up there. He's very knowledgeable about volleyball. Of course, he goes to Ohio State, and that's what he plays there. And it was a pleasure having him up there.
Yeah, he did an outstanding job, I thought, really well. And like I said, if you weren't there, you really missed something. Even the JV match was exciting. The second game, Sandpoint came back from about a 9-2 deficit. I can't remember now.
14-11 at the end there, and they came back and won at 16-14. So
now you're talking about the varsity now.
No, that was the second game. Well, you're right. They were down 9-2, and then they were down 14-11.
Yeah.
And they came back and won at 16-14 and sent it into that third game where they eventually lost it.
Excellent match, and I think what happened in the varsity match was that our girls, they knew that St. Mary's beat them last year, and they were kind of a little bit intimidated, maybe had a little bit of fright, and got down. I think they were down like 9-2 in that game, in that game, weren't they, Larry?
Well, they were down, I know, 12-5 and 14-11 in that first game, and then they came back and won at 16-14.
They just turned on, and I think I calculated out. I think Sandpoint scored something like 14 points to St. Mary's 5. And so that calculates out that they were behind 9-2 in that varsity match. And from then it was just like a steamroller. They just kept coming and kept coming. And the second game, as we all know, was 15-1, and they just totally annihilated St. Mary's. It was a great match. The fans were just really into the game and yelling and having a good time.
Of course, they'll see this after these next two, but they have that tournament Saturday with some of the Washington schools in Sandpoint, and then Post Falls on Tuesday, a league one. And of course, by the time they see this game, that'll be over with. But I'm hoping they make it through that tournament.
Terry Shepard, number 86.
Our announcer's back. Our play-by-play announcer's back. Tom, you're going to put Jake on the camera for a few minutes, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to watch him back here in the monitor. And Hopefully he can get some real good shots for us.
Well, let's not make him nervous then.
Chad Childers deep for Sandpoint.
Well, a short kick, and the Bulldogs need to pick it up. Picking it up, then falling down, number 42 for the Bulldogs, and we're going to try to get back to where we're supposed to be.
Dave Hall, first down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Well, you seen my chair.
You're back in your chair, Larry. Just lean back.
Ball marked just inside the 22-yard line of Sandpoint.
You seen it, then setting over the cliff here, and well, we have a full. Bulldogs will have it first and 10 on about the 23 or 24-yard line.
Anderson's in at quarterback now.
I can't see a thing, so I'm going to go by the monitor. He puts it up, and it's going to be incomplete out about the 31-yard line.
Pass intended for Childers.
Childers dropped it. Well, I couldn't tell if he dropped it. I can't
I'll bring up that second down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I'm looking around Tom over here, and I can see half of the play that time.
I think they have an idea where we were. When he had to turn the camera all the way around to show the chair, it kind of shows us behind him, and then, of course, you're sitting over the hatch. Anytime I want to get rid of you,
just pull it up.
Pull the plug on you. It's going to be a second and 10 for the Bulldogs. And I'll try to watch the monitor here. Uh-oh, fumble. And I believe the Bulldogs got it back as Anderson picks it up quickly.
Fernandez recovers his own fumble.
I hope that's Anderson.
Yeah, that was Cliff Anderson. Yeah.
I can't see the numbers.
Still no gain on the play. Third down and 10.
Just underway. Third period of play. 27-13. Bulldogs trailing, but they proven tonight that they can put some points on the board. But so has West Valley. Shell will go in motion. Anderson passes. He got Brannigan. Brannigan's got some running room as he's going to get down to about the 40, let's call it 38-yard line of West Valley. So a big pickup for the Bulldogs. All the way from their own 23-yard line down to, let's see where they mark it, about the 38.
Good play by Brannigan.
Pass is complete all the way down to West Valley's 39-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
He split in between two defenders, beautiful, and the pass was right there on target. Beautiful play.
So two big catches by Brannigan tonight. One for a touchdown, that one for 40 yards. And Vandenberg back at quarterback. Pitches back to Malcolm. Malcolm around the right side. Beats one tackler and then gets knocked out about the 30, so he'll pick up about 7 on the play. And Bulldogs moving it well right now.
Bulldogs look good.
And on the bounds by number 47.
And they know they can win this game. Let's just hope they keep this up.
Let's hope we don't freeze to death before it's over with. Vandenberg still at quarterback. Childers will come wide right. Nice handoff up to Plaster. He's going to pick up the first down as he moves it down to the 22-yard line. And a good fake in there by Vandenberg.
Beautiful play. That's the one that really...
Good enough for a first down for Sandpoint.
Both Wallace and Bonasferi in the last 2 weeks. He faked to Malcolm and handed to Plaster going the other way, crossing right behind the...
Well, Barlow's mixing up a lot on the quarterbacks. He brings Anderson in.
Inside the 22-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
It looks like the quarterbacks themselves are coming in and alternating and bringing the plays in with them.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. They start on their own about 23-yard line, and they've moved it deep. Anderson back to pass. Looking deep. Almost picked off by a West Valley player.
Pass is incomplete, deflected by Tom Gannon.
Well, this rotating the quarterback seems to be working. I haven't seen it used here recently, but
that'll bring up a second down in 10.
Seems to be working for Sandpoint tonight.
As Vandenberg comes back in. Well, this is in, they are definitely in Thornton's territory for a field goal. Of course, I don't like the angle, but I seen him putting him through from there earlier in warm-up.
Oh, yeah, certainly he's within his distance.
Sure. Let's think the 6 here more, though. As Vandenberg getting a rush, gets it off quick.
Oh.
Nice try in there by Shell as he dove for the ball, but big rush in there.
Vandenberg's pass
Vandenberg, lucky to get it off.
Vandenberg had to get rid of that before he got dumped. That's
he's limping a little bit. Let's hope he's okay, as Cliff Anderson will come back in, 3rd and 10. Last time it was 3rd and 10, they picked up 40, so let's hope they get it into that end zone. As now West Valley starting to put a rush on the quarterback. Malcolm Plaster in the backfield. There's that handoff to Malcolm. He's not going to get enough for the first down, but he does get it to mid part of that field. There, I got it out.
Number 32, the ball carrier, James Malcolm, and Tom Moffett on the top for the Eagles.
Well, you're down 14 points. You're facing a 4th and 4, and they're going to go for it. I think this is a good choice.
Pick up number 7 on that play. That'll bring him 4th down and 3.
Vandenberg is coming in with a play.
That wind being the way it is, you'd never know.
Ball marked at the 15-yard line for the Bulldogs.
They're on the 16-yard line, so go for it.
Well, the way the flag looks, Larry, the wind doesn't seem to be blowing quite.
Oh, a pitch back, and boy, a West Valley player right there almost picked it off. He would have had an open field all the way.
Shot, yeah.
So West Valley waiting for that one, and they'll take over. A big loss for the Bulldogs all the way back out to the 31. And you've got to give West Valley the credit on that one. It was a good call. If he could have got around that corner, he probably would have had the first down.
And 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looks like somebody might have missed a block on that one.
Well, it was good defense on the part of West Valley. I think it prevented that play from happening. I don't know whether I'm getting through on the mic or not, Larry. Does it sound like you?
What's that?
Am I getting through on the mic?
Yeah, you're coming through, Gayle. You just got a crowd of people here yelling underneath you. Got a timeout, and probably a good time for, well, we should have probably took a break there, but I didn't. I'm too cold to even think. But Gayle, Sandpoint Motors. You were telling us last week that Mr. Heller down there buying a new car.
Yeah, apparently he's real happy with it. He's back down in the Bay Area now. I guess I talked to his father. He left last Monday. Although he can't participate in any drills or practices and he can't travel with the team, he can sit in the stands for the home games for the 49ers.
Well, he took his new car down there, and well, you know, it's the name you can trust, Sandpoint Motors, 300 Cedar Street. And that's your one-stop center for Chevrolets, used cars, parts, and authorized service, plus 24-hour towing. Chevrolet, Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth, and Oldsmobiles. And still a limited offer on 2.4% financing or $1,500 cash rebate. Well, we got a guy breaking free here for West Valley. And it looks like he's going to go all the way. I'll tell you what, he's broke a couple of them tonight.
Just totally outrun everybody on that play, didn't he?
158-yard touchdown run by Tom Gannon.
That's, I think, Gannon's 3rd touchdown tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just looks like he's almost unstoppable.
That'll take it 33-13.
All of a sudden, we're down 33-13.
How fast it can change, huh? So they're going to go for 2 here. It's back into the backfield, and he's just going to bowl his way in.
That's the time so good. Getting in by another 42, going half.
They moved the ball well, and then gave it up on a 4th down possession.
Number 42, Steve Lebsack.
And then West Valley struck quick.
Here now reads West Valley 35 and Sandpoint 13.
The Bulldogs got it down to 16. If they could have went in and scored, it would have been 27-20, and it would have been a different ball game, but that's how quick it can turn around sometime. West Valley took over on possession, scored 35-13. But Bulldogs have shown they can score tonight, so
They're not out of this game yet. We can still come back.
I like that positive thinking, Gayle.
Shepard kicking off for West Valley.
Tried to get a chance to finish what I was talking about Sandpoint Motors there. Well, pretty close. Just a reminder, stop by and test drive a new Chrysler Plymouth Dodge.
That's number 32, Malcolm, deep once again for Sandpoint.
Well, I can't read that. I'm going to have to check with Tom.
I don't think my glasses would even help you, would they?
I wonder if they'd let me test drive anything. I don't know if they trust me down there. Well, I can't see what's going on. Finally dropped.
Madden on the tackle.
There's number 11 for the Bulldogs.
Harvey Hernandez.
Dean Plaster on the return for
I haven't
Sandpoint.
seen him with the ball tonight. Must have been exciting because I couldn't see what was going on. It took a long time for somebody to tackle it. Not your fault there, Tom. Oh, I forgot about the
Plaster brings the ball out to the 23-yard line. Check that 24-yard line. First down and 10 for
the fans
the Bulldogs.
have to see this one to appreciate it where we're at tonight, Gayle.
They certainly will. I don't think it could be much worse of a position.
We definitely had better position than Wallace to see, and then Bonner's has probably been our best so far.
Fumble on the play.
They're saying there's a fumble, but apparently Sandpoint has gotten it back.
Sandpoint keeps it. On the carry, number 32, Richard Harris. Excuse me, check that, number 32, Chad Gilson.
Still wrong.
So it's going to bring up a second.
We'll bring up second down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Where's the announcer getting these names he's rattling off?
You got me. Well, they gave them the original program, and of course a lot of the numbers were wrong on it. Anderson back to throw. Whoa! He's going to be brought down by about 5. West Valley.
Quarterback sack for West Valley, Kerry Shepard.
Bring up 3rd and a ton. 7-yard loss, 8-yard loss on it, so we'll bring up 3rd and 18.
West Valley knocks it back for a 6-yard loss. That'll bring up 3rd down and 16.
Vandenberg's back in the quarterback.
Okay. As he's going to put the ball up. He's got a man open. Brannigan with another catch. And he's breaking tackle after tackle. And finally brought down at the 50-yard line. And Brannigan, super effort. And that's another big catch by him. He's got to be well over 100 yards on catches tonight. 150 yards for a touchdown. A big 40-yard gainer one time. And picked up
That pass was excellent gain by Brannigan. He did it on his own after he got that ball. Took about 2 or 3 tackles.
So we're standing up now. Hopefully we'll see a little better here. And
I think it's going to be a little bit better, Larry.
With a big first down just over the 50-yard line into West Valley territory. Flag on the play. Anderson back to throw. Completes it to Brannigan. Nice catch, but I think it's going to be brought back.
And it's complete once again to Mike Tipp. Penalty flag down on the play, and on the stop for West Valley, Tom Gannon.
No indication yet who the penalty's on.
I believe it's against West Valley, the way the officials are talking to the Bulldogs.
Well, I believe the Bulldogs will take it because they only gained about 4 on the pass. This is no, it's against the Bulldogs. Well, they were talking to the Bulldog players. Normally,
I don't, what was
Penalty
that?
is charged against Sandpoint.
Whatever this is, Gayle.
Yeah, that's a new one on me. Maybe the announcer will know and he'll tell us, huh?
So that'll take it back to the Bulldogs' 45-yard line. Anderson, the quarterback. Childers comes in motion. Anderson back to throw. Throws it out to Childers. Catches it. It's going to be knocked out right about the 48, 49 yard line. So they'll get 3 or 4 yards back. But way short of the first down.
Yeah.
And Harris on the stop for the Eagles.
We're moving in the right direction, though, except for that penalty. That penalty hurt us.
That's the monitor.
I still haven't figured out what that penalty was. Nobody else seems to know up here either.
That'll bring 2nd and 12. Well, I like what they put on the board better. 2nd and 11.
That's the monitor.
As the Bulldogs showing they're not afraid to put that ball in the air tonight.
Anderson's back and the 11.
He's continuing to rotate his quarterbacks.
Okay, Vandenberg back in now. As the Bulldogs spread it out. Pitches back to Anderson. Puts it all right through the hands of Brannigan.
Pass intended to Mike Tiff is incomplete.
I think Brannigan, I don't know who they're calling in.
Yeah, it looks like Anderson went in that halfback option that time, and kind of a trick play, but it didn't work.
Well, I think he at first was surprised by it, like it was going to someone else, and then he reached up and tried to grab it just the last second there, and it went right through his hands.
Yeah.
It would have been probably a little bit shy the first half, but the way he runs once he gets that ball, who knows? He's broken a lot of tackles tonight.
Yeah, he could have very well went all the way that time, too.
Brannigan's an exciting player once he gets his hands on that
He's
ball.
a very good athlete.
Vandenberg back in the quarterback position again, looks downfield, and it looks like it's going to be caught by Russ, but it's going to be
pass is complete.
shy of the first down by about 6 yards. Russ getting up slowly. Looks like he might have hurt his foot or an ankle on that. Let's wait and see.
Timeout.
Well, we got a timeout. Let's do the same. 5:37 left to go in the third period. 35-13 West Valley. We'll be right back.
Looks like there's a cramp. They're working on his calf again. They're working on his calf again like he has a cramp.
I'm surprised.
We're going to get maybe.
5:33, and it's been an offensive game so far. That's what's left in the third. A fake by Anderson, puts it up, completes it. Oh, I think he's going to be just shy of the first down. Let's see where they mark it. It looked like he had it at first.
Yeah, it did. If they give him progress, I think they've got the first down.
Well, they marked one for West Valley and gave him the first down. Let's see if they do the same for us. Boy, he looks like he could just be inches shy from here, Gayle. I'd like to think positive on it, but where they spotted it, looked like he got a little further than that.
Measurement on the play.
So the Bulldogs on a fake fourth down. They do pick it up. They get it.
Enough for a first down for Sandpoint.
All right. So a great play by Anderson as he dropped back to pass. I got so excited on it, I didn't even see who he completed to. I believe it was Brannigan, but
I didn't catch it either, Gary.
Ball marked at the 39-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
well, we'll see it Wednesday.
We're just going to have to demand better facilities than this from now on.
I think so. We need one of those lifts where we can just get up and have all the room we want. Shell in motion, and West Valley jumps off sides, number 76. I believe that is against West Valley. Yes, offside.
Outside the West Valley.
So the Bulldogs keep moving it in the right direction as they get down to the 35-yard line.
That'll bring up a first down and 5 for Sandpoint.
The announcer said 3rd and 5. It's going to be 1st and 5.
Ball marked at the 34-yard line of the Eagles.
You think sometimes he's against us?
No, I wouldn't think that.
Vandenberg at quarterback right now. They've been mixing Anderson and Vandenberg all night long. It's been effective. Shell in motion. Vandenberg, hands off. No, fakes it. He's got a big rush coming. Oh! He is hit hard. And West Valley has it. And boy, was Vandenberg hit.
West Valley recover.
He didn't even see him coming.
He's down.
On the recovery for the Eagles, number 86, Kerry Shepard.
He didn't even know he was there.
Oh, he was hit from the blind side and hit hard.
And causing the fumble, number 22, Roy Crocker.
There was a
First down and 10, West Valley.
3
Ball marked at their own 37-yard line.
I'm going to break that speaker yet. So West Valley will take over on their own 47. Bad break for the Bulldogs. Can't blame Vandenberg for that. He didn't even know the guy was coming. And good defense in there by West Valley. We have a timeout by West Valley. Let's do the same. They lead it 35-13.
Pause on.
3100. Mark up that other number and see.
31.
3100.
Are you leaving the camera on? You're not pausing?
Mark that out. No, I need a 1 minute break. Scratch out the 20. Oh, you did.
Scared all over this thing.
I'm trying to leave a 1 minute space on the tape so I can insert. We didn't get quite a minute last time.
Bulldog fumble. West Valley takes over on their own 47. We have a 4:11 left in the third period of play, and West Valley going for it again. He's got a man out there. It's going to be caught. And West Valley's going to hit it again.
He totally had to defend his beat by about 5 yards on that play.
I don't even know if we can hear you on this one, Gayle.
That pass receiver Moffett had the defender's beat by about...
touchdown.
Well, we'll try it again. Like the announcer said, it was good for 53 yards, and he had our defenders beat by about 5 yards. Moffett was the pass receiver on that play.
Oh, bad break there. The Bulldogs moved the ball well, and then Vandenberg got hit from the blind side, a fumble, and West Valley on the first play takes it all the way on a pass play and puts the extra point up. They now lead at 42-13. The Bulldogs haven't played that bad tonight, so the score really, makes it look bad for them, but they've shown me a lot of things tonight that I really haven't seen before.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good. It's just well, what can you say?
Yeah, well, the score is 42-13.
West Valley seems to be finding the weaknesses in the Bulldog defense and capitalize on them.
Are you freezing, Gayle?
I think that's their first pass receiving touchdown, isn't it?
James Malcolm and Chad Childeer team for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think so.
Back at their own 15-yard line.
Watching films at Sandpoint at halftime.
I don't know. Hopefully we'll get an inside booth one of these days where we sit down and keep track of everything that's going on.
Kicking off.
As Malcolm fumbles the kickoff and finally falls on it, and then he's nailed by 2 West Valley players.
Malcolm on the
That looked like a late hit in there on the one.
That's close.
On the top of West Valley, number 30, Sean Phillips.
I'll tell you, this West Valley team sure looks awful polished for being their first game.
Well, they had their scrimmage game last week between the black and white, I was told earlier, and
Ball marked at the Bulldogs.
looks like how they look.
Check that, 20.
Of course, West Valley has been a powerhouse the last 2 or 3 years in the A2 division in Spokane.
Certainly have.
East Valley, Pullman, Cheney, got a lot of good teams in that division.
Looks like they've got another good team this year, too. Oh.
There's Brannigan.
Vandenberg's pass
Get his hands on that. Now he's down.
The number 85, Tom Brannigan, is incomplete. Official timeout on the play.
Boy, the Bulldogs are just being hurt by
Bring
injuries.
up second down and 10.
Terrible. We can't stand any more injuries, Larry.
You tell me going.
3:43 left here in the third period of play, and West Valley having a field day on scores right now. As the Bulldogs started the second half looking like they're going to pull within 7, and then
walking off the field.
Everything just went wrong from that point on. Some big breaks for West Valley. And the Bulldogs facing a 2nd and 10. About the 25-yard line. Anderson back to pass. Changes direction. Puts up a long one. He's got Shelley. Oh, it's caught! What a catch by Childers!
That's the number 1 catch, Childers.
A deflection in there by, I believe, Shell deflected it, and Childers heads up ball.
Back in. The number 14
just go for it, caught it.
I believe it was Shell that deflected it. They had 3 West Valley defenders around it, but when it was deflected, it went right to Chad Childers. He grabbed onto it and fell to the ground. It was beautiful.
Good concentration. That's the second big catch for him tonight. And the Bulldogs on the move again in West Valley territory at their 43. Oh, nowhere to go in the middle.
Well, our passing off the offense has sure been good.
Stop, there's no gain on the play.
Tom's shaken by the camera there.
And I'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
I don't think in recent memory that we've had such good passing.
Clock moving.
Sandpoint.
Well, I'll tell you what, Anderson has an arm on him. Vandenberg impresses me. And we haven't, Vandenberg hasn't come back in, but he's standing on the sideline by the coach, so I'm sure he's okay. Flag on the play as Plaster is only going to get a couple yards.
Number 33, Land Plaster, the ball carrier.
I think that was backfield motion on our part that time.
Penalty flag down on the play.
There he goes, making that weird signal again.
Preliminary signals are against Sandpoint. There's a correction, and the new quarterback is number 14, Cliff Anderson for Sandpoint.
Vandenberg and Anderson both coming back in on this one, so this might be that old play, pitch it back to Anderson, let him eat it, huh?
Yeah, the old halfback option looks like again.
Oh, you didn't like the way I
third down 8 for Sandpoint. West Valley declines the penalty.
3rd and 8 as West Valley declines the penalty. Vandenberg pitches it back.
What it is.
To Anderson looking downfield. He's got Childers. He catches it. He's going to go in and score. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Beautiful play. It worked that time. Beautiful.
Cliff Anderson passes through number 1, Chad Childers.
Oh, the Bulldogs. Childers' 2nd catch of the night for a touchdown. The other one a 73-yarder. This one from about the 43 out. So 3 big touchdown passes for the Bulldogs tonight.
41 yards. Touchdown for Sandpoint.
So with still 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the 3rd period of play, the Bulldogs now trail at 42-19. As West Valley put 2 quick touchdowns in the 3rd period. Now the Bulldogs strike. Flags all over the place. Kick's good.
Flag down on the play.
As the kick was good, but it's going to be against Sandpoint, so they'll have to try it again. But Thornton looks like he can put it in from anywhere. If
Yeah, he's got the 30. Got the wind in his back this time too. All he's got to do is make it accurate. I'm sure he can put it through.
Well, when he missed a 37-yard against the wind, just a little bit wide, but he had the length on that field goal try. We're sure he can just about do it from anywhere. Well, apparently they had too many.
Legal motion charge against Sandpoint.
So they'll try it again.
Sandpoint will have to try the extra point from the 9-yard line.
Flags again on the play. It looks like maybe
a little wide.
Again.
Little wide.
Penalty flags on the play.
Well, the kick will probably
Pitch is wide.
They'll decline this probably. Well, no, they'll get it on the kickoff. They'll probably move the Bulldogs back 5. They can kick it.
Penalty is declined.
Now we're still at 2:02 left in the third period of play. West Valley leads at 42-19. And just a reminder from one of our sponsors, the furniture people in Sandpoint Furniture Exchange. Well, they have 5 floors of selections. And boy, I'll tell you what, if you can't find what you're looking for, I'm sure Ernie will find it for you anyway. But I'm so impressed with that store, Gayle. Just everything you're looking for in there. They have major brand carpets, custom draperies, Hoover vacuums, lazy boy recliners, and all sorts of appliances. Beautiful furniture. So stop in and see all the good people at Furniture Exchange, downtown Sandpoint, 301 Cedar. Stop in and thank them for sponsoring Bulldog football.
Tom Denon and Tom Moffett, deep for West Valley.
Well, Thornton will kick off from his own 40.
Jim Patterson will be kicking off there at Sandpoint.
Of course, in the fourth period of play, the Bulldogs will be against that wind again. As he gets another deep kick, going clear back to the 1. Pick it up, and he's got some running room and gets through to about the 30-yard line, so a good return for West Valley.
Brings it back out to West Valley's own 30-yard line.
Are we quieting down because of the coldness up here, Gayle, or?
I think I must be unplugged or something.
You must have unplugged yourself, huh? West Valley, 23-point lead. First and 10 on their own 30.
You may be unplugged.
Back to throw. There's a catch out there, probably enough for the first down. I can't quite see where he's at. It's going to be close.
Copley's pass is complete. Pass is complete on the tackle for Sandpoint, number 33, Lynn Placer. I'll pick up that lead on the play. I'll bring up second down.
Trying to adjust Gayle's headsets here. Apparently he isn't picking up anything.
Well, marked inside West Valley's own 38-yard line.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 1 for West Valley. Chavez keeps it. He's got some good running room. Across the 50, down to about the Bulldog 38-yard line.
On the quarterback keeper.
Where he's finally brought down in there by 2 or 3 Bulldog players. Placer getting
on the stop with number 33, then Placer.
And
he's down a 10-foot.
We've seen Brannigan out there again, so we know he's okay.
Point, a 39-yard line.
Big first down for West Valley as they move back into Bulldog territory again. 17 seconds left, third period of play. Well, another big hole and bringing him down. Milicic, as our third period comes to a close.
At the end of the third period of play, this call, West Valley 32 and Sandpoint 19. Roy Cracker was a ball carrier on that play.
I don't know if I'll get a full one. second and about 2. Got plenty for the first down as they move it down to the 23-yard line.
Stop with the ball carrier. On the stop was number 33, Hall of Sandpoint.
Well, they're calling 33 Hall, and we know that it's Plaster, so.
I think that was Hall in there, number 42 who he was talking about. He is in the game.
We're just starting the 4th period of play. And good pursuit in there by the Bulldogs.
Crocker the ball carrier again.
Crocker picked up a couple yards on it.
Scott Anderson on the stop.
Well, we'll go along with that one.
We'll pick up about 4 on that play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Eagles.
Summer's over, Gayle.
Ball marked right on Sandpoint's 20-yard line.
I do believe you're right.
Football and hunting season.
There was a little frost in the ground in Sandpoint this morning.
Watch your tomatoes. Clock moving. 10:51 left to go in this game. And West Valley, there's a flag. Threatening once again.
Penalty flag down on the play.
It's going to be against West Valley. Probably going to give you a favorite signal here. No, offsides.
Oh, yeah, I understand that one. Nobody's been able to figure out what that other signal was.
Well, next week we'll be at home. Homecoming for the Bulldogs as they take on Kellogg, and it's also their home opener. So a lot of activities
Penalty
going
charge
on.
against West Valley. That'll make a 2nd down and
All the
11.
fans to come out and watch the
Ball marked at Sandpoint's 25-yard line.
Not much for us to say up here. We really can't even see the numbers this far away and very well. And you think people's going to believe this excuse?
Back to the ball carrier again. Penalty flag thrown on the play.
Well, they can tell the noise problem we're up against.
Ron Nemi on
I'm
the
in
top.
my triple chair back here. Had to come in and see the doctor a couple times today, Doc.
Preliminary signals are against West Valley.
I hope it gets better.
Well, I had some major problems with it the last 3 or 4 days. Of course, I've had major problems with it the last 6 months, so hopefully sooner or later it'll be taken care of. Trying to avoid that surgery. Got a lower disc problem.
I can appreciate that. I wouldn't want to go into the knife for anything.
Matter of fact, Gayle, if you look right over our shoulder, that's about how far I fell when I fell and hurt it.
Ooh-wee.
So it wasn't much fun. Fell from a 2-story apartment building.
Penalty charge against West Valley. 2nd down, 25 for the Eagles.
Guys are still walking.
A lot of yardage for West Valley, and Chavez is going to put it up. He's going to get, oh, he should have been nailed, and he dumps it off. Boy, you got to give the quarterback Chavez a lot of credit on that one.
Pass is complete.
He should have been nailed, and he just sidestepped it.
Brian Shea.
Just dumped it off, and then took the full blown of 2 more Bulldog players.
Scott Anderson.
So it's good for almost 15 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and we'll call it 12.
I pick about 13 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down. 12 yards to go for West Valley.
A nice gain in there.
Ball marked at the 26-yard line.
And a 3rd and 12 now with the clock moving. 9:21 left to go in this game. Chavez back to pass, looking for man. He's got a man opening. I think he on his own.
These passes complete.
May have picked up enough for the first down. No. Yeah, he may have got it.
I think he's going to be able to.
Oh yeah.
Steve Shell on the tackle.
They keep it. Yeah, well they give it to him first down.
They sure do.
And he did that on his own too. After he caught the ball, he broke a couple of tackles to get it down there. It was Roy Crocker, and he's been playing a good game for him tonight. He certainly has. So West Valley looks like they're going to start their season off on the right track by winning. But even though the Bulldogs on the scoreboard losing this big, they have shown that they can move that ball in the air. And that's got to be important to the coaches. As West Valley trips over his own player going through there. That's Crocker again. As West Valley starts substituting a lot with 8:31 left to go. 23-point lead. I'm sure they pretty well run that clock out now.
Down and 7.
But they still have Chavez in there.
Ball marked at the 11-yard line.
Moffitt, Crockett, they're all still in there. Hand off up the middle, could score. Fumble!
Fumble!
Who's got it? Who's got it? The Bulldogs. So that will stop that drive, and let's see where if he fell on it in the end zone, I believe they move it out to the 20. Yes, sir, he did.
They are, yeah.
I didn't see who got it.
Recovering for the Bulldogs was number 33, Landon Plaster.
So Plaster, they say, got it.
Bringing up a first down and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 20-yard line.
So a big break for the Bulldogs. I wonder who made that hit to pop that ball out of there like that. Good thing for us, we can go back and check it Wednesday, but we sound like a fool because we don't know.
Well, I hope people appreciate that we don't really have a good viewpoint up here. And otherwise, we would be able to spot these players a lot better.
Gayle, if they remember, on Monday Night Football, there's probably 100 to 110 people running that operation. There's 4 of us here. Oh, and I think there was movement on the Bulldog line. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, I believe West Valley was jumped off sides on that play.
College football, they have pretty close to 70, 80 people. They have spotters, computers, and everything to read back.
And replays and...
I think you're doing a
good job, and considering the circumstances up there with your bad back.
At the 25-yard line, first down and 10.
Where's my nurse?
And that speaker.
Tom wouldn't let me bring my nurse up here tonight. I don't think there's enough room on this roof for anybody. Bulldogs facing a 1st and 5 after the penalty. Shell will go in motion. Anderson's going to put it up again. Nice catch by Brannigan again, so it's going to be about a yard or 2 shy of the first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2. You know, if the Bulldogs, even though they'll probably lose this game, Gayle, I hope not. I wish they could come back, but it'd be nice to get a couple more scores in there.
Yeah, well, this is a very respectable game for them. I see, looks like Bill Peterson's in the game, number 7. Looks like the coach might be putting a few players in here the later part of the game.
Score is not really a reflection of how well they played tonight, because every time they've had that ball since the 2nd period, they've moved it well. Big hole for Malcolm. He's going to pick up some good yardage. He's down to the 30, and finally brought down around the 22, and I don't see any flags.
The 32, Chad Goshen, the ball carrier.
What they call him?
Chad Grossman. I never heard that name. Sandpoint.
So he picks up 48 yards on that play. Beautiful run by Malcolm.
Great. He broke a couple tackles and just kept driving and kept pumping those feet. And he
ball marked at the West Valley 20-yard line. First down and 10.
Well, if he had been a little bit wider, he'd been able to make the corner without being caught, but
now,
unfortunately
Gayle,
it wasn't.
Since the 2nd period, they've done this every time they've had the ball. A couple fumbles, they've had to turn it over once and downs. Other than that, they've moved it terrific, and every time they get close to that goal line, something has happened, but they have thrown 3 in for touchdown passes tonight. Pitch back, fumble!
Fumble!
And I think the Bulldogs got it back. It looked like 63 fell on it. As that's Holinka.
Sandpoint recovery.
Brian
On the recovery was number 63, Dwayne Perry.
They're calling Dwayne somebody.
It's number 63.
Well, we got the right.
Yeah, we got the right numbers. The announcers got the wrong ones, including the wrong names. I never heard of that last guy he talked.
It's a good pitch back to Bill
Peterson.
Is that Peterson? Misprint there then. But I didn't look like he just coughed it up after he just never got full control of it. So I will put the Bulldogs back. Well, we got flags again.
Penalty flag on the play.
Put them back to the 25-yard line. Timeout, Bulldogs. We'll do the same. 6:01 left to go in the game. 42-19, West Valley. We'll be right back.
Pacific Far West Insurance wants to.
Huh?
We're not on now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the wind's picking up again, Gayle. We'll keep talking here. I'm sure that we're on a break, but sometimes they have short timeouts and doesn't give us long enough. Does give me a chance. Well, I'll wait on that.
Well, there are.
As a reminder, next Friday night will be homecoming for West Valley.
The coach
We'll be hosting the Pullman Greyhounds at 7:30.
If you can talk over that speaker, you got time.
Well, hopefully we're going to get a spot in here. They won't need our talking. Bulldogs facing a 2nd and 14 with 6:01 remaining here in the 4th and final period of play. They trail it by 23, but I know they'd like to get some more points back on the board. Anderson looking for some room to throw it, puts it up, almost intercepted. As he's trying to hit Childers out there, and Childers already caught 2 touchdown passes tonight.
Matt Kunkel.
Defender did a good job on that play. Childers kind of stopped, and defender came across and tried to make the interception.
Well, we should give some credit in here to Jake in here helping us film tonight. Jake Roop helping Tom right out with the filming, so big hand for him, huh, Gayle?
Crew's getting bigger all the time.
3rd and 14, the Bulldogs have been fairly effective on a 3rd down play tonight. It looks like Vandenberg back up over the ball. Pushes it back. Fumble!
Fumble on the play.
And I believe Plaster picked it back up. It was a low pitch back to him.
Sandpoint recovers.
But it moves him all the way back to about the 30-yard line. I don't think we'll see a field goal attempt from, because that wind's changing there all the time. And it's right in the Bulldogs' face now, and trailing by as much as they are, I'm sure they'll go for it. Vandenberg will go out as Cliff Anderson's back in. Anderson's only a junior, and Vandenberg, sophomore. We're going to be past quarterbacks next year. Anderson drops back. He's going to put it up deep for the end zone to Childers. He's there. Oh, beautiful defense in there. By number 26, that's Joe Berry.
By number 25, it was Valley.
Childers would have had that ball.
Childers beat him on one before like that, but good defense that time. And the Bulldogs once again moved the ball well, but came up short. As West Valley pretty much probably will just elect to try to run most of that clock out now. There's only 4:55 left to go.
Well, I think if nothing else, that West Valley has to respect
that. The ball carrier for the Eagles.
Well, I'd like to say thanks to Electrocraft for being one of the sponsors tonight, a new one for the Bulldogs. You go in, stop in and see them at 400 Cedar Street. They have 1-year full credit trade-up policy, extended warranties available on all products, major credit cards accepted, complete service department, easy financing available, and B&O Carver, Armin Carter, and KEF Kentwood, and much, much, much more. Complete home and audio video sales, installation and service, also car stereo sales, and installation authorized factory service. That's Electrocraft, 400 Cedar in Sandpoint. Stop in, tell them thank you for sponsoring Bulldog football. Now we got a different quarterback in now. There's a lot of different players in for West Valley, as they're pretty well assured of this victory. Brian Sparrow, the new quarterback, sophomore. He's going to bring up third.
Nick Kripe on the tackle for Tampa.
2. As 55 going out for the Bulldogs, we do not have a number on.
I'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles. Ball Ball marked at the 38-yard line of West Valley.
Hernandez and Banks are not at defensive backs for the Bulldogs.
Well, quarterback keeper by Sparrow. He's going to get some good yardage. He may break some. And finally brought out by
Keeper for West Valley, Brandon Sparrow.
and Jerry Banks. But not after he picked up about 25, well, let's call it 27 yards on the play. That'll put it at the Bulldog 43, be a 1st and 10. I gotta say it again, Gayle. I know I've said it too many times already tonight, but this score is really deceiving of how well the Bulldogs have
line of Sandpoint.
Yeah, I agree with you, Larry. They've been very respectful.
Fumble on the play.
The Bulldogs
have it.
Bulldogs have it.
Sandpoint recovers.
Or number 59 for the Bulldogs. Well, that might be
On the recovery was Dina Demers, number 59 of Sandpoint.
Danny Demers picks up that fumble.
It's down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you
Ball marked at their own 49-yard line with 3:51 left of the game.
And they have to be pleased with their performance on passing offense. They look really good.
Well, they looked really sharp on defense at times, too, and West Valley's just been able to break those big ones. And, you know, they've really never had just maybe 1 or 2 long drives. Other than that, they broke big plays. They got some speed.
Yeah, they certainly do.
Anderson's going to put it up, and he overthrows number 99 of the Bulldogs. Scott Nair.
Scott Nair is incomplete. Penalty flag down on the play.
And can you see they're loading somebody in the ambulance over there, and I can't see who it is. Glenn Converse. I didn't even see when he got injured.
Preliminary signals against Sandpoint.
Well, I don't think it was Glenn. I think Glenn might just be... No, it is Glenn. Looks like he's...
Sending charge against the Bulldogs.
Limping a little bit on his foot.
Second down and 20.
Let's hope he's all right.
That'll bring up a 1st down and 20.
Looked like when they took him over there, he was limping a little bit on a foot, so... Well, that's all the Bulldogs need is another injury.
He is, I looked at him through the binoculars. He appears to be dazed.
They said he has a concussion.
Yeah, the coaching staff says he has a mild concussion.
So good thing to have him checked.
James Malcolm, the ball carrier. Mike Leonard on the stop for the Eagles.
Definitely have a good medical department here in Spokane, so we know Glenn will get the best.
Well, let's hope that nothing serious and we see him back next week.
Well, it's been the thing in almost every game so far, Gayle. We've been losing 2-3 players and just can't. Hard to put together a team when that happens all the time. Oh, big. Well, I don't know how Malcolm broke that free. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even picked up a yard or two. We have flags all over the place.
Number 32, James Malcolm brings it back out to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gains 1 or 2 yards.
Well, they threw it back here where he was trying to run around. We may have had a couple of clips, so.
Yeah.
It's going to be against the Bulldogs.
Personal foul charged against Sandpoint.
Speaking of injuries, they've just not been getting them in the games, but in practices too. It's just, I don't know what's going on. It just seems like every time you turn around, somebody's getting hurt.
Well, a couple of boys were in a car wreck. They're out.
Yeah, that's right. They're everything this year. Well, I see one's back. Dave Hall's back, but apparently Harry Becker's still going to be out for a while.
Well, one of them had a broken hand, and Patterson's out with a broken hand. Now, he broke that last week in the Wallace game, and he's hoping to be back by next week.
That penalty will bring the ball back to Sandpoint's own 28-yard line.
Of course, at the beginning of the game, I interviewed Coach Bill Barlow, and
second down and 30 for the Bulldogs.
He gave us a list of all the players out. But now this might add a couple more, and we don't need that at all. Bulldogs, 2nd and 30. Shell in motion. Back to pass. Vandenberg getting a big rush. He's going to get nailed. He gets it off. Oh, Oh, and that should be an interference call.
That should be interference.
Penalty flag on the play.
Penalty down. I think Brannigan might have had a shot for it.
Yeah,
but he was tripped. And now he's staying down.
Yeah, and Vandenberg's having a tough time getting up, too. He got nailed as soon as he got rid of that ball. He really hung in there, though, to the last second. He knew he was going to get hit, but he got rid of the ball real good.
Well, Vandenberg gets up slow. Brannigan isn't up yet.
Well, that defender got him right in the back of the legs, and that must be where he's hurt. It looks like the way he's rolling around on the ground.
Well, it looks like one of those old tricks you used to play when you're a kid. Somebody's running, you kind of hit that back foot onto that other foot. And boy, when you're running full speed, you don't know that's going to happen. We still have 1:54 left to go. A big gain for the Bulldogs on that one. Of course, pass interference, and they don't bring the ball to where it was. They just bring it back and move it 10 yards and give them the first down. It's automatic first down, but they only got 10 yards out of it as Brannigan's being helped off. Looks like he's favoring his leg a little bit.
Looks to be his right leg.
You know, you hate to talk about injuries, especially with high school kids.
We don't need any more injuries. This is what we don't need.
Well, a big thank you to another new advertiser.
First down and 10 for Sandpoint.
But I'm not going to try to say it over that, so we'll do it in just a minute.
4-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Anderson back to pass, puts it up, and the pass will be dropped. Looked like
Pass
Shell.
intended for Steve Shell is incomplete. That'll bring up a second down 10.
Sandpoint Discount Warehouse Market, open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Thank you for becoming a Bulldog Booster here on Community View Channel 5, and check them out. They have the best prices in town, and their heart sheets prove it. They have meat, produce, and general merchandise guaranteed to beat the average price of competitors. 100% guaranteed meats, lowest price health food department, and more. That's discount quality. Sandpoint Discount Warehouse on Highway 95. Stop in and check their store out and thank them for becoming a Bulldog sponsor here on Community View Channel 5.
You bet.
Next week, at home, home opener, homecoming, and we get a booth.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Bulldog Booster and a great effort of a lot of other people getting those 2 booths down on the end. And, you know, next week, homecoming, Gayle, we're going to have to talk about the Bulldog Boosters and the great job they're doing, because this community of Sandpoint, I'm sure most of them know it by now, but a lot of them still don't. They raise all the funds for these games and stuff. It's not a district-funded thing. It's something the community themselves donate to make this possible.
That's true. That's true. The only thing that the district pays is the coaches' salaries.
And a lot of the boosters out there put a lot of effort and time in. Super booster Jack Parker, he just does a lot of things for the teams. Anderson putting up a long line. It could be picked off. Oh! And sticking out a hand for the Bulldogs, number 22, Terry Banks, may have caused him to drop that. Other than that, that was should have been intercepted. But super, as I was saying here, Gayle, Jack Parker, we can't make enough mention about him, the things that he does for not only the Bulldog Boosters, but all the Bulldog teams. And he's even helping us out by being one of our sponsors and making this game possible. So a big thank you to Jack Parker and all the crew at Sandpoint Motors. And his boy, I think, may be back in action for the Vandals this week. Let's hope so.
Apparently so. They're playing in Michigan tomorrow, and
penalty flags on the play.
Yeah, penalty flags.
He is supposed to be back playing tomorrow. He had
now who they're playing tomorrow?
Michigan. I think it's. I don't know what Michigan it is, but it'll be on in the morning at 10 a.m. I know that.
I was so cold I didn't look.
I think it's northern Michigan. I'm not really sure.
Boy, big win for them in the first game. And I don't know if you heard the game, but they interviewed Dave Parker.
They're down in 15.
No, I did not.
He did a great job, too.
Ball marked at the Bulldogs 39-yard line.
Good to see him back in action. He's an excellent player and excellent defender for the Vandals. Number
3rd and 10. Minute 42 left to go in this game. As Anderson puts it up again and overthrows Childers.
Pass is intended for Childers. Incomplete. First down and 15.
How about this, Gayle? The second annual KISS auction.
Now Childers is down.
Oh, we got another player down. Second annual KISS auction coming up, presented by the Greater Sandpoint Chamber of Commerce, Saturday, September 20th. And that's at the Cedar Street Bridge, $500 door prize. If present, $250 if not present. So make sure you're there. Preview of items from 6 to 7:30, auction at 7:30. Complete list of available, or items available. $5 donation includes one drink and drawing at the door. Also tickets and list of auction times, items that is available at Chamber Visitor Center, Sharon's Hallmark, and Bonner Mall office. So, KISS auction. Are you and I going to be the judge there, Gayle? Well, you're married to cats.
Yeah.
We'll check out what you got to do on that. Anderson puts it up, and looks like the ball kind of slipped out of his hand. And that means West Valley will take over.
Ball is incomplete. First down and 10 for West Valley.
Sample of auction donations, a KISS handkerchief. I'm not sure who's going to do that. Mixed case of what you know probably more about this.
About
the KISS auction, Larry. It's Keep It Spectacular Sandpoint. It's the second annual fundraiser for the Chamber of Commerce, and we encourage everybody to attend. There's going to be some great bargains to be bought there at this auction. Again, that's going to be 7:30 p.m. Saturday the 20th. That'll be this upcoming Saturday for our viewers tonight.
Do I get to kiss anybody? Uh-oh, no. Well, West Valley now just needs to run the clock out. There's that 23-point lead to hold up. They hit those first two touchdowns real early in the third period, and the Bulldogs have held them since, and the Bulldog they got one back, but there was a chance early in the third period where the Bulldogs could have scored and pulled within 7. That could have made a big difference, but West Valley has broke the big ones tonight. They really never had a spectacular drive. They just all of a sudden came through with a big play, and of course the Bulldogs had a few big ones of their own.
Yeah, seems like big plays is what scored tonight.
Fumble on the play.
I think West Valley got it back.
West Valley recovers.
As the clock
On the recovery for the Eagles was Brian Lieberg, the number 78.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to next weekend, Larry, getting in a decent booth where we will be able to see good.
Yeah, and we'll probably be able to hit our sponsors a lot better where we don't have a big speaker in front of us. And
we better be good, though. We won't have any excuses next week.
Yeah, I know it. Don't only believe this so long, Gayle. 25 seconds left is, that's probably going to be the last play of the game. They'll pick up a first down. That'll stop it long enough.
Michael Lenny, the ball carrier. Taken out to the 20-yard line. First down and 10 for the Eagles.
We're hoping to go down and take all of our equipment down, hopefully talk to Coach Bill Barlow, but they do have a long trip back. And I forgot to mention it to him that I'd be down to see him, so hopefully it's not, let's stop him. On the last play of the game, West Valley comes 2 yards shy.
The ball carrier. That's the touchdown. Thank you for coming. The final team score.
And
Valley Eagles 42.
We're going to win it 42-19. I'm not going to try to talk over this.
Reminder, next Friday night,
we'll probably go down and talk about it.
West Valley.
All right. So we're going to hold on for a minute. I'm not going to compete with this guy.
Next Friday night, the West Valley Eagles will be home hosting the Pullman Jayhawks. Game time starting at 7:30.
I'm not sure if he's going to quit talking or not, Gayle, so we'll wait just a second here. Well, we're going to go down anyway. Probably talk more down on the field. So we'll be back in just a moment. our final tonight, West Valley 42, Sandpoint 19. With me, assistant coach Dave Demers. And Dave, first of all, injuries. We had a few of them tonight.
Yeah, we had a few kids get dinged up. Probably most notable would be Glenn Converse. We think that he might have a slight concussion. You know, we don't know. They took him to the hospital in the ambulance. We don't want to we don't like to fool around with head injuries. Hopefully he'll be all right. Everything else was cramps and little aches and pains. You know, we got to work those out, and you know, we got to play with them.
Well, the score is a little deceiving to me because the Bulldogs moved that ball, and they got some good passing tonight. 3 touchdowns by passing. You guys had to be impressed with that.
Yeah, our passing attack was a real good surprise. We have 2 quarterbacks back there, Cliff Anderson and boy, it's hard to think. Yeah, Jay Vandenberg. There's so much stuff going through my mind right now. It's hard to think, but you know, they did a good job, and we got good protection out of our line tonight. And you know, if we're going to have a running game, we've got to have a passing game. And as you saw in the later stages, the passing game, opened up the running game for us. And gosh, you know, it was just too bad that someone has to lose and someone has to win, you know, in that situation.
Well, you guys must be happy about one thing. That's you're going to be home next week for a change. 3 road games.
That's going to be nice. I think there's a lot of people in Sandpoint that want to see us home, and I know the kids are real excited to be home. I know the coaching staff is. It's getting kind of, you know, hard going to someone else's field, and we're always pumping up, you know. But that home field means a lot. You know, that's our home, and no one comes on that field without ready to get hit. And you know, we got a lot of injuries to work out, and we're going to be ready for, you know, the Kellogg Wildcats next week.
Well, we know you want to get back to the locker room with the boys, and you guys have a long trip ahead of you. So, Dave, thanks for stopping in with us tonight.
Thank you, Larry.
Our final score once again tonight, West Valley 42, Sandpoint 19. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors again tonight, Sandpoint Motors, Furniture Exchange, Electrocraft, and Sandpoint Warehouse Discount Market. And also a reminder, if you can't make the games, join Larry Jeffries on KSBT. He'll bring you all the play-by-play action live on Friday nights. And again, remember, Community View Channel 5 will bring them to you Wednesday night at 6:30. For Community View Channel 5, I'm Larry Copley. Thank you.
That's the kind of motion that you're going to